me and Sam left Sam buy the stuff to clean. I do the cleaning. I don't play with that.
Is that right?
It's
Chuck
right.
that
He
little
buy the
thing
stuff
on the
I
bottom up
clean.
though, right?
Is he clean too?
No, he don't have to clean.
Am I supposed to
Okay.
do that?
He
Like,
buy the stuff I
He gets the stuff and
Yeah,
you do
yeah.
it. That's very nice.
That's how we work together.
Okay.
I mean, it seemed like
Just-
very.
you don't like that?
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it should just be
You don't
like
like that,
whatever.
Steve?
I love
It's
that.
gonna be over kind of just.
That's sick.
But if you want to ask him out, please. And hang out.
Okay.
If it looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna sign it.
Come tell us if it does it. All right.
Oh, put this one over here.
Oh, wait, let me grab one more thing from my jacket.
Oh, yeah. This is more feature.
What is the CPU usage sign now?
1.9.
Oh, great.
It's better. Look, yeah, it's better.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, designer. You call me a designer.
Yep.
This is the designer. This is how the designer. Look at that. That's classic.
Pretty sick. Is this good? Is this good?
Yeah, it's
I
good.
don't like how it works
It's
like
good,
that.
it's good,
Okay,
it's good.
you like it?
Because this is jamming it from dropping down.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got you.
It's-
So it's functional.
It's cute.
Very cute.
And Bob Marley is a good guy, boy. Everybody loves Bob Marley. Even Europe loves Bob Marley. I'm sorry to tell you, the whole of Europe will kill you for Bob Marley. Bob Marley is a celebrity in this place called Germany.
International legend.
He's a legend over there. But in all over Germany, you walk through Berlin anywhere, you see Bob Marley picture just like you see in the West.
So you making coffee?
Making a little coffee.
Can I
We're
have
gonna
some coffee?
gonna get some coffee.
And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want-
We all want coffee.
Coffee all around.
Coffee and
Coffee!
All right.
coffee and liquor in my coffee.
All right. Coffee and liquor.
Mhm.
All right, we're boiling the water. Coffee all around.
If you have no liquor, you have to buy that liquor because Steve, the spirit need liquor.
Yeah.
No matter what.
That's cooking fuel, isn't it?
The spirit need having a little liquor. You must have liquor in the kitchen because sometimes you season meat, season fish, you need some alcohol to over it. You don't know about that?
Of course.
Okay.
All right. We got 3 coffees, 4, 5. So what are you doing now, Oba?
I'm preparing
What do you got?
vegetables and greens and all the herbs that make the soup. Because the soup is a whole herb, but the thing with soup, soup is not just like that. There's a lot of herbs in soup. The real ingredients is really the herbs, you know. The whole soup business, if you could get the real ingredients like the herbs, you have soup.
Exactly.
And then I add spices towards the herbs and it's good.
Love that.
It's a simple process, but a hard process for people who lazy.
As long as you're hardworking, it's simple.
It's a simple process,
Feel free to switch up the angle too.
but a hard process
yeah.
if you're a lazy person. And if you're really not lazy, it's so simple.
Put it on this one.
But you have to make time to do it, just like you're making time to bathe
Yeah.
or to change your drawers.
So it's about the time.
Yeah, it's an art, and it's one of the highest arts we have in the world, which is cooking.
Mm-hmm.
It's the biggest art in the whole wide world, to cook. Because if you could cook, you could save millions of lives. You could even save people from getting a disease if you know how to cook the right herbs to really heal them. So cooking is like an art. It's kind of hard for people who are lazy, but for a person who's not lazy, an art is easy for them to find.
Yeah.
Quite inside of you.
Of course.
You just have to search yourself.
You have to find it?
Just like when you bathe in the morning, you search yourself. You say, okay, I want to be a sculptor. I want to be an artist to draw. I want to be a poet. Well, every day you don't take a shower, you go and write, then you go end up a poet. Just like you study to be a damn lawyer.
Oh yeah.
And a good lawyer too.
Oh yeah.
You're
Did
good.
you check this out, Oba? You can see it. You're broadcasting now around the world.
Well, that is great.
We started.
That is how it's supposed to be. So this is the whole process. This is what you call the small time. But it's a thing make food taste really good with the right herbs. It's really awesome. And the first thing I'm gonna do now, these are all the things I show you what I'm gonna be using, which is natural. You could get in any deli, any store at a Korean store. You could get these stuff. And sorry nobody is not here yet, but add something for like women and them who came. I think Alex still had to get one. Use the first one that came this morning,
We got some friends coming. We got Alex here.
but use the first one that came, right?
Yeah.
I think I'll have to give you this.
So we got.
I got a couple pens, it ain't not too bad. You want to know where I'm giving out a pen for? I'm giving her a pen so she could write the recipe.
Oh, nice.
Right?
Look
And,
at that. Forward thinking.
What,
Thank you.
Yeah, which color you like? You like that
Um,
one? Give Angela this.
Okay.
You know she's nice.
I like
right?
this color. This one's fine.
Don't keep all face.
No, of course not.
One
I'll
part.
give it to you.
Anyone you want.
Yeah.
Now I'll give it to the different one. And
Okay.
these rests is for the guests that come right here. These
All right.
pens.
Do you need a notepad or anything?
Bring a notepad because I don't have that.
All right.
And put it there next to those pens. That's why I say I'm gonna get some pens because normally somebody having a cooking and they're showing people how to cook. Somebody have to write it down. Normally you could write it down on your phone.
They're crowns.
You could use your phone to write on. And you could write down all these recipes on your
These
phone.
are sweet.
It's cute. It's not that expensive though, but it's cute. It's the thought that counts.
That's the thought that counts.
Now normally you could write down a little recipe. Now if you don't have that pen, you could use your phone too and write down the recipe. But the pen is exclusive because a pen is, you could die by a pen and you could born by a pen.
Die and be born by a pen?
Yes, they could sign you off to death, bam, with a pen strike. And they
then-
could sign you to, oh, this guy wants to die. No,
And you're
he's
born
living.
because of like what? Like how you
because the signature saved your damn life. The king saved you by signing and said, don't kill this person. Is that signature save you? So the pen is a great thing. That is one of the
Okay.
greatest invention. With the feather,
Here's
the
the
first
recipe
pen.
book.
Thank you.
I'll put a thing in the back on a blank page.
Okay, so you have your records
I
there.
have the records. Where
Okay.
should I sit to do this? To write stuff.
So
Well,
first
he's
I'm
gonna be
gonna
explaining it to the camera, so whatever,
I'm gonna get these peas together.
whatever's comfortable and natural, or rubber banding sand. Take Justin.
Okay. Now these is coffee cups. When the coffee done, I will set up here.
So, but there's two cameras. There's one here
Yeah.
and one here. So you can, if you want to talk to the camera, you can talk to either
sometimes-
one. You can talk to Alex or Steve. It doesn't really matter.
And sometimes,
Just letting you know that there's a
but
second smaller one.
if I focus and I'm doing my business, I don't want to be watching a camera.
Yeah.
So the camera is okay to watch me.
Okay.
But I will wait till you all guys get all your, especially how we just call it. I don't even know how to pronounce that
coffee?
word.
The coffee's almost done.
Especial?
We switched to a French press.
Especial.
Espresso.
Well, when all you get all the especial, then I will take over your
I can't
because
wait to have my espresso.
that's why I want you to get it because I want to move all them things after I thing leave. I want to move all that because I want this whole side here to be mine. So I'll put it over here.
What are the ingredients you have so far right over there?
Well, so far, all the vegetable ingredients and the herbs like thyme, parsley, shallow benny, which is bandania in certain language, Indian language, which known as cilantro in this country. And I have,
Oh, cilantro.
we have small thyme. But these ingredients, the ingredients you take already, bring out the corn soup. And I'm supposed to have ginger. Where's the ginger? Ginger.
For the ginger dumplings?
For the corn soup, and it goes in both ways. Our sweet peppers, the most awesome are ginger, with our beans, and one of the main ingredients is the garlic. The garlic, which is one of Egypt's most antidote in the line of people getting hurt with bad snakes and things. The garlic, they use garlic to kill bacteria and kill poison. You have the plastic bag.
Alright, just put that in a plastic bag. Okay.
This is a strong one. Okay, go there.
Scallions too.
Yep.
Carrots.
Then you just pull it out down here.
Parsley.
You need one like that?
Yeah.
Alright. Kind of fancy, right?
It ain't gonna create no roach in my house.
Nope, no problem.
I don't like roach. I find roach invading the neighborhood, man. I can't stand the roach inside. I don't want it. Yeah. Red sweet pepper, which is most important.
We got some coffee almost ready over.
Huh?
There's some coffee coming.
You have any liquor to throw in the coffee?
I think we do, yeah.
I like to throw the liquor inside the coffee because I make the coffee taste so good.
Does it matter what liquor it is?
Doesn't matter.
Does it matter though?
No.
That's the question.
Liquor is liquor, baby.
Okay.
When you put tequila in there?
Yeah, I need
Oh,
liquor.
celery.
It doesn't really matter as long as it's liquor.
Celery.
Hey Steve, why don't I go inside this fridge?
We had a late setup.
Split
But
peas.
it's not so much bacteria, it's not as
Really trying to write them
We're
all
gonna have
down
to do a deep
over
clean
here.
after today.
Yeah,
People are tuning in online and they're saying we're loving the secrets of the soup. We're excited to hear more about the secrets of your art. Is this cable bridge?
Okay, so this
Right, that's what that is.
What is it about?
Scallion, parsley.
The other bag we
red
threw
sweet
away was
pepper,
only
there's
the corn.
also
No,
green
no, no,
peppers.
Oh, that one. Okay. Oh, yeah. You want me to grab it? We got it?
Green peppers, and I see a bottle of adobo.
Not bad.
I guess it could be any adobo.
Alright.
Right, it's that one. La flor. Okay. Oh, and then the whole wheat flour. Peas and lentils.
And don't forget the brown sugar. You wanna
And the
know
brown
if
sugar.
you wanna know if it's tea I'm gonna make. Well today, if you wanna know if it's tea, you're gonna see where it's tea.
What to do with dumplings? I always forget about the dumplings for some reason. Because I think you've made it without dumplings before too, right?
I'll make it all already.
I remember
But I always
I've
put,
had
I
it
always
without
put
it.
dumplings, but sometimes I make it without it when I'm tired.
Yeah, I've had it
But
without
dumplings are
it too.
energy making thing. You have to be strong.
Because you gotta go,
You gotta be
Gotta go,
strong. you gotta be strong.
Let me see it.
Black pepper.
Oh, that's pepper. Because the other adobo doesn't have pepper, so you gotta get black pepper.
Well, it's natural. It's natural.
Mhm.
Everything here is
That's the
natural.
brown sugar,
And
right?
I have over here. I have pecan butter.
Vegan butter.
Yeah, oat butter. We cook on natural ingredients.
From Blue Bonnet Organic Farms.
It's not no animal product. So this is vegan. Everything here is vegan.
We're just imagining it's organic.
They don't even
Yeah.
use the word organic because sometimes they say organic and it's all kind of different things. But you're talking about vegan, where it's natural thing without no animal product.
Do you mean organic?
This is no animal product.
Vegan.
Vegan, you know, like somebody who is
Yeah,
just
it's vegan.
who only eat vegan. They don't eat no butter,
No pork.
No, not that's pork. Pork is not vegan. Pork is flesh. But I'm talking about somebody that's vegan, but they don't eat no margarine butter.
Yeah.
Could I make out of cow milk? But this butter it make out of that.
Margarine, it just doesn't make you feel good. You
It's,
eat too much.
I grew up on them things when I was small, and I ain't that it make me survive. But if somebody choose not to eat it, that's them problem. I ain't objective. But today is a vegan corn soup cooking show today. Recipe for people to write down. And then you could put it on your phone and you can learn how to make it.
Alright. A little coffee.
Whole wheat. My handwriting sucks, but whole wheat flour.
There's a little cute one, Alex.
Thank you.
Steve, is there anybody watching? We have a small but dedicated audience. So it's growing quickly.
Alright. Oh, the audience
But
is,
there are some people watching? Yeah.
so the
There are
audience
people tuning in. The gallery already said, want to introduce yourself. Where are we? What are we doing?
Okay, well the audience ready to start to learn how to really make it. It could start now.
Good to see you, Bayley.
Alright, so
Mm-hmm. So, but here's your little hot coffee when you need it.
I want the liquor in my coffee. Please.
It's so hot, Steve.
I think that's
No, while it's hot.
Do you know any lawyers? I need to sue this person. How's this one?
Yeah, it's okay, man. What's
That's
wrong with
rum.
you, Steve?
Oba, you like rum.
That I grew up on that.
Yeah, you see? That's a good one.
That
I
never
was
killed
looking
me.
at that one.
Alright,
That's a good one.
I thought that was the best option.
you got a little splash to
Let
start off.
me taste it to my liking.
This might be too strong. It's very hot too.
Yeah,
It's
that's
good.
coffee.
Forget to have my cup here. Hey Steve, if a guy have my... Hey Steve, you see this cup?
Yeah.
Guess who gave me this
Shit.
cup?
Probably Adam.
Yeah, you're right. I don't give me this cup. This is my Viking cup.
Wait, hold it up.
This is my Viking cup. And I know this cup will come in one day when I'm doing something very famous.
That's sick.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
This cup make me know at least I didn't waste this guy simple present. This come like the Holy Grail. Yeah? One sip of this I feel like my brother Adam present this year. Adam, salute you, man. Mmm.
I'm gonna take this one.
Ah, what a great drink from this cup. Sam tell me when you see this cup, Sam say that's an awesome cup, boy.
Sam freaked out when he saw that cup.
Yeah, it's a Viking. I'm supposed to go and marry a Viking girl over there. In Sweden. Go there and marry one of them Viking and learn the culture and start to do the art over there. You have to.
Sweden? I thought Vikings not from Netherlands?
All there is all Sweden and
Scandinavia.
Denmark, Scandinavia.
So we're both wrong.
Hey, I getting blown up, boy. Oh my God, Adam, what's wrong with you?
Oh my gosh, there might be more people
Habibi.
tuning in. I think you have only 3 followers.
What? Why you don't call me on the computer so we can see your face, man? Stop playing games, man. Oh, hey, Adam, that you only thing that I got your damn attention. I keep calling you days now and you never answer me back.
You're on speaker, Oba.
Only today you answer me. You get my attention today because it's your day. Come on. I love you, man.
14 viewers.
Hey, listen, I'm making
I've
it.
had worse.
We always making it happen today, right?
You said 14?
14. Yeah.
We all here
It's raised like
and we is making it
300%.
happen.
the last 15 minutes.
Yeah. We all here, we making it happen. Things is happening. Listen, Adam, food is on the table cooking, right?
Do you want to put him on speaker?
Let's Adam, call me on the computer with a flat
Tell him
screen
to put it on
TV. Where's
speaker.
the TV?
I don't think he can call him the TV.
Talk to Adam. I'm going back to the show. What's wrong with you all?
Ask if Adam has a question.
No.
Hey, Adam.
You say you're going to get back to this show. You say you're getting back to the show.
All right. We'll get him on the video in a bit.
Come on, man. You are your own man. Leave my phone alone. I was born an artist, but I just didn't really know because I wasn't into it like now. My name is Wendell Scott, and I'm 60 years old. My non-English name is Oba. Oba means king in Yoruba language. I do about 4 different types of art. I am a painter, a designer, sculptor, builder, and musician. Well, I was a farmer in Trinidad. I came to America in '96 and was living off of selling soup. But what made me stop sell soup for a while is a drunk driver on the sidewalk and bunks me. And I decided to take a rest off of selling soup and I take up a different aspect of living in life, you know. I decided to be an artist. I didn't know I had it in me, but it just come out of me just like that. This movie called Nosferasta is a vampire movie we're writing about Christopher Columbus, me and my friends. I build a lot of different type of t-shirts and I say I'm gonna build a vampire casket.
The sculpture is a recent art piece that Oba started working on. It's a vampire sarcophagus.
Now that I'm singing, I realize music is inside of me. I could make songs like that, you know. Sometimes I dream about songs. I'm still active, I'm still doing things and still learning things because life is like a stage. You're never too old to learn. The world lives off for art and this is what I'm living for right now, you know.
Start really living. Experience clarity. Act with confidence. Attract abundance. Be a part of the solution. Leave behind a better world. Never settle. On some level, we all want to feel this way, but sometimes in our globalized, capitalist, settler colonial society, it feels impossible. Which is why the New Red Order is developing a dynamic system to help our accomplices achieve all this and more. This free introductory video, The New Red Order, Never Settle, will tell you what you need to know to take control of your life today.
It's a story of support.
It's a story of mentoring.
It's a story of collective liberation.
We are encouraging each other,
Motivating each other.
So that we can be stronger together through knowledge.
The New Red Order, or NRO, is a public secret society dedicated to expanding indigenous agency and achieving decolonization, which brings about the repatriation of indigenous land and life. But what does that have to do with me or you? Are you a settler? Am I a settler? This is making me feel bad. Does it make you feel bad? What is settler colonialism? Settler colonialism is a distinct type of colonialism that functions through the replacement of indigenous populations with an invasive settler society that, instead of leaving, stayed. One of the largest obstructions to indigenous growth is an excessive, some might say inappropriate, desire towards indigeneity. This desire pervades the myths, dreams, and political foundations of the so-called Americas. But how does this desire manifest? Romanticization. Appropriation. Commodification. Cultural. Erasure. Can these desires, despite their danger, be harnessed, converted, channeled to promote indigenous futures? You can have a place. Never settle. There are many roles for settler colonists at the New Red Order. We always need financial, material, intellectual, legal, illegal, and extra-legal support to achieve collective liberation. Join us today to create a better tomorrow today. Because we can't know where we're going unless we know where we've been. And we won't know where we've been unless we look to the past for the future. Because the future is starting to feel a lot like the present. And we all know you'd do anything to escape that.
Me don't go, nobody grab me.
Nobody can go grab him.
me.
What's good with Bob Marley War, Oba?
With what?
Bob Marley's War. We just played that song.
Oh my God.
So can you tell us a little about that?
That is one of the most special songs in the 20th century, with prophecy. That song of that prophecy was a speech. That's the last year made when he went to visit the leader nation. And he said, if they don't sign peace with everybody in Africa and the world, it will be war and rumors of war, where human race will have no value on earth. It will have more dead people than living people. But war is a great thing, it's a great song, but it's a song for we to remember where we all come from as human beings, not just black people alone. War based on life of humans. Color have nothing to do with we. We is only the mind deal with we. The mind is every individual on earth. That's how the God set it. Colors come off of different colors of the earth, like clay, and it have yellow earth, it have red earth, it have black earth, it have blue earth, it have all kind of colors, so arts could make colors.
Respect.
But life on the whole is the mind and the soul of the person. So war is because there was oppression us and selling us in slavery. So the war, if you don't free the slave, war is going to come. Bob Marley's song was based on freeing people. And that was a speech of, that is not Bob Marley. He just read the speech and write it over. But that was a speech of Selassie, the king of Ethiopia. After King Solomon and King David leave the throne, Ras Makonnen and all these ancient kings rise up, but Selassie was the last king for we generation, 1935. That is our generation there, so it was just a speech, but it's a speech for we to be free.
Yeah.
But it was a speech.
So I'm Steve. Welcome back to the Artist Talk. Oba, Secrets of the Soup. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I would like to introduce myself.
Please.
If you don't mind.
That's what the audience is typing about.
Okay, my name is Oba, right? Born in Trinidad, but not originated from Trinidad. Originated from the Middle East to slavery. Born in Trinidad, but I accept myself as a member of the world. The world is one place, and we don't matter what country, what island you're born, you're a child of the world. And I'm here today to show you all how to make this special corn soup. And I want to make sure you all could write it down on a phone if you have a phone. If you don't have a phone, you have a pen, you could write down the recipe. I'm here to teach you all the recipe of making the corn soup, which is the most famous soup in the world, that anybody drink it, once you make it, it could heal them because it's all the herbs make this soup.
And could Alex,
no meat.
Could Alex introduce themselves?
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm Oba's friend. We were just talking about it outside.
Friend and family.
Friend and family. We met like 6 years ago, right? That's what we just said.
I was 6 or 7 years. 7 is a good number though.
6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
7 is a good luck.
Yeah. And don't forget Bayley and Adam and everybody.
Yeah, so we all met.
We met in a whole pack. It's a pack of us.
Yeah, and we were both in Empty Metal, which is a movie that Adam and Bayley directed. And
it's awesome too.
Before that though,
we were writing,
yeah, we were writing stuff that has to do with all this Nosferasta stuff now. It's sort of where like that came out of.
You're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So so I'm here today. I'm writing down the soup
recipe.
My handwriting's kind of blah, but there you go. That's what I got so far.
That is good.
So we're gonna start with.
Okay, so Alex do something good like representing ourselves, not just her, not just me, and not just you, but it's about everybody. And I'm gonna start now. So what I'm gonna do, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start to putting the peas in the pot. Like the first form of cooking the corn soup. You cannot put the peas last, never. The peas is very hard to cook, but it's good when it's cooked. And it has to cook on very slow fire, so we have a little time we could work, but I'm trying to work now so that we could do everything in a very fast way. Okay, first I'm gonna wash this. This is beans. Oh, excuse me, I have to roll up the sleeve some more. I don't know why I put on this traditional clothes. But I do it because of the culture, but it's kind of tough when you have on traditional clothes. So these clothes is for weddings. I'm so sorry to wear it, but oh God, I'm still glad. I'm sorry and I'm glad. Oh Lord, it's look better now.
So the audience saw some of your sculpture that you're putting together, and there was a question about the connection between your sculpture and the cooking.
Well, whenever they're ready, they can ask that question.
That's what they said. What is the spiritual connection?
They're asking it over text. So
Okay.
Steve is
Is there a spiritual connection between the sculpture and the cooking?
The cooking is one of the greatest art job. It's bigger than the sculpture. But I give the sculptor some credit because how I could really build that same sculpture from back in those days and how I could really build, like I could build a pyramid, and that is very hard to build. Simple. A pyramid is very hard. You gotta know what you're doing, not just a triangle. You gotta know the points and everything. And the cooking is like, it's the foundation already, learning things. Because the first thing you learn when you're growing up, before you could start a be fraud or you want to date a girl, you gotta know how to clean yourself, right? So cooking is like, you start from washing.
Staying clean.
Yeah, I don't know. Even though in Egypt we didn't have toilet paper in BC's years, the people used to have to use the hands to clean themselves and then shower. That make you very, very clean. So the cooking is one of the greatest parts of the art. So.
And what was the first art that you remember doing?
Oh, the first art I remember doing is an art people might say I'm crazy if they might say I crazy when they understand that. The first art I do was mud. I built a sculpture out of mud. I built a lady, and I built a man, and I built a little child out of mud. And after I built all them things out of mud with a little grass in it.
Where was that?
In my country, in Trinidad, in the islands, third world as people say. I built that out of mud, and what I do to create the real sculpture of that, I end up building a little house. I built toilets, I built bathroom, I built living room, I built bedroom.
It's kind of gross, you build toilets and stuff.
Out of mud.
Oh, okay.
This is the things I do out of mud, and then I understand I could really do things like I build mannequin out of mud for the carnival in Trinidad. We build mannequin and we paste it over with paper, and we cut out eyes, eyebrow, eyelids, ears, and we create our own image of a mask, like where you're gonna make somebody wear a mask and put, oh, I want a mask, baby, and they're going in the palace with a mask. We build that. We create all them things. So I didn't know how to do these things from small, but I never really paid that attention because I find that was kind of creepy at the time. So I take up agriculture, planting food.
Yeah.
I find planting food is one of the greatest architects, and it could save the whole wide world from dying if you could plant the right food, and then if that food you could plant to heal people. So I always put planting in front of all my art. When I come to America, I wanted to go and work in the mechanic gardens. It might be
the botanical gardens?
It might be complicated to you because you study in school. But I didn't study in school, but I know I study in nature. So I wanted to work in the mechanical garden. I didn't have the fucking papers. I'm sorry to tell you. I didn't have no papers to work in that garden. I wasn't straight. So I said, fuck it, I can't get a job. Although I could do the job because I could do that job and teach people how to graft plant and change plant and make 3 different plants on one tree. I didn't get that. So I forget about that. Then I started to just freelance in America. You know
what's the next step of the soup?
The next step of the soup is to make sure, not the first step, not the next step. The first step is to wash. I didn't know you were ready for me. You had me talking. I'm so sorry. Only had me talking, then only draw to our next thing. Alright, let's do it. I'm washing this, so you have to wash it because hands touch this.
What are those, Oba?
This is yellow peas, they call it split peas in my country. And it's very hot here with this thing, so you have to know where to do it.
Well, yeah, what temperature water are you using? Does it matter?
No, it didn't matter, but it's up to your hands if it could get burned.
Yeah.
But I know how to use these temperatures, so it's not a problem to me. Plus, I was a super in this building, you know, and a girl come and fire me without telling me. In this place, I was a super, I was a big boy here one time. Now I was like nothing.
I don't remember that.
I'm still lucky I could get to come in here.
Justin, do you want to introduce yourself? You're part of the community.
Hey, what's up? I'm Justin. I love you.
Yeah, I love you, boy.
And what do you do, Justin?
I'm an artist.
What kind of art?
Visual artist, trumpet player, and Oba's cooking right now.
Yeah, I love that one.
How did you get to know Oba? What do you think about his art and his cooking?
I love his cooking. I love his cooking.
Well, listen, I'm
when
gonna
I first met him, I tried his soup the first day.
Justin, I appreciate how you say you love my cooking because you know today I'm gonna be cooking for you.
When's it gonna be ready?
Come on, now take it easy. Yeah. Listen, one thing I want to tell you all.
Is it almost done?
Oh my God. That's something I have to talk about. Can I talk about it, please?
Yes.
Sure.
One thing I have to tell you all your viewers, all over the world, that corn soup is not a quick thing. It's a thing that's going in stages, and it's really good, but you have to really prepare it. So don't look for the soup right now, but it's gonna done in at least about next 2 hours. Normally it's 4 hours it will take with me, but right now it could take 3 hours because I know exactly how to do it. Put less water. If you put less water,
You should put a lot of water though.
no, to burst the peas. That's the first stage. You put
Corn
less,
soup? No.
to burst the peas, you put less water. The peas will burst quick.
Oh, and that's
And after the
creamy because of that.
after the peas burst, that is really magic that start. The peas have to burst. If the peas don't burst, the soup don't come out good. So I will do.
It comes out dry.
Yeah, it will
Or
come
like,
out
kind of like different texture.
hard. When you eat it, it's hard peas. No, this soup is not a thing to eat. It's a thing to drink.
What's inspiring? What he's working on now? Anything that you
So I'm gonna start putting in. I'm starting to put in this one. When you're all ready.
Yeah, we're ready.
You sure?
Yeah.
Hey, this asperge is good.
Do you need another monster, Oba?
They're saying it's maybe this is just in one channel.
You can keep going.
Oh, is there a way to get it on both channels? Do you know?
We need multi-channel.
Huh?
We're doing good.
You doing good?
Yeah. We're going viral now.
Yeah, Steve, you're not easy, boy.
It's going viral.
Okay. This whole process is water. You know water is life? And everything starts from water. 3/4 of the world is water that you're living in. That's why when the flood passed, it could have taken over the whole earth because the earth built up of water. You know? So I'm gonna put I'm not putting in 3/4 of water.
Alright.
Turn on the stove for me, please, Sam. Steve, I don't know about that stove. Turn it on.
Alright.
Steve, teach us how to use the stove.
Alright, so we're going to use the stove.
No, I have to use the 2 burners.
Okay.
One burner can't cook this pot.
It's a huge pot.
Yeah, my
Alright, so we got the stove going. We just turned it right on there.
high.
High.
Right.
How high?
As high as possible.
Alright. Are you sure?
Yeah, high as possible. It's up to you if you're sure with your stove. You have a high tech, so I want to see how good it is today.
We might get Kasha out here to
Where's Kasha?
be an arbiter of the stove if we need it. I think we're probably good.
No, call Kasha for me. I didn't know Kasha here.
Oba,
Kasha, you're being called if you want to.
Oba, did you want to talk about how you started writing about Nosferasta?
Yeah, whenever.
Right now.
Always ready all the time.
You can talk and I can, So you're adding more water though right now?
No, I just finished with the last batch of water.
Okay.
I had to put less water for this thing to cook because if I put plenty water, Is
How
it-
much should we put? 75% water?
I put two batches of water.
Two batches probably good.
That's good.
Yeah, yeah. So I got this whole side burning. Big burner, little burner.
Let me see how it is here. That is perfect.
All right.
It's good here.
This one's the burner too.
Yeah, I know. You take up 2 burners to burn this pot. So
That's a nice pot. Where'd you get that?
It's from Ethiopia, from Addis Ababa. It was given to me as a gift too. I didn't buy it.
Oh yeah? Who gave it to you?
This is my cousin when I come to America. He gave it, here, over. I know you like to cook. Take that pot and when you're ready, you could make some corn soup and sell. He didn't know I could cook, so he said, over, you know it. The guy I get this pot from is that one of them guys from Trinidad who went to Ethiopia, and he lived there, and he had land and thing, and then he wanted to open a restaurant over there, but he over here, he bought the pot from over there and bring it here. But he didn't open the restaurant and he ended up giving me this pot. This pot is real iron.
Nice.
Real
Nice.
beautiful iron. I love to see it clean. I don't like to see it black.
That's a great pot.
Huh?
Oh, okay. Right now?
Yeah. Is that great?
Are they going to go to a commercial?
Yeah.
Set something up?
This, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put in 2 grain of garlic. I'm going to put in... Yeah, I have to put in 3 grain of garlic in that pot.
2 to 3 garlic.
Yeah. That because we all corn soup is you have to use garlic to soften the peas. You wouldn't believe that, eh? You wouldn't believe that. Oh, you got a nice something.
Garlic to soften the peas?
Yeah, garlic is that way. Garlic is for we use it a lot.
I'm guessing like garlic's natural.
My friend Rosie just texted me, like saying she's seeing Oba.
Yeah, where's Rose?
You're going viral, Oba.
Where's Rosie?
He's going viral. Sam, can you start tweeting at people for us?
No, it's something nice when you could pong your garlic. And you put that garlic inside of that pot. It gives the pot a different smell and everything. Garlic is so good. That is the whole key of life. Garlic is like one of the greatest seasonings. You pong it inside of the mortar. And then you throw it inside of the peas. My parents used to use the garlic with the skin, but people scared about that in this country. They used to use the skin of the garlic because they say the skin of the garlic had the highest protein of the garlic.
Oh yeah?
The skin is the strongest part of all fruits.
We better not lose that.
You're supposed to know that in an orange, the skin is stronger than the orange itself. Yeah.
So you eat the orange skin?
No, I wouldn't put the skin inside of there because people gross, they wouldn't like it. So I'll pick out all these garlic. Yeah. I wouldn't put the skin in there for them. But if I cook it, I will cook with the skin because I could handle it. But the normal people, modern people, they just don't want to accept these knowledge things. Take out the garlic, the skin separate. When you pong the garlic, the skin just separates itself. See like this?
That's easier than cutting it.
Yeah, you don't cut up garlic, you pong it. That's why you use a mortar. You see how easy the skin come out? Put that inside the bean there just now. Take this out. Should put this here. That could go for at least about half an hour. And then it will start to burst. And then after that now.
So that can go through the commercial break, yeah.
No, don't turn on the stove.
I turned it up. I turned it very high.
This stove has to stay blazing with fire right now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use this and cut up this now. I'm gonna cut up the potato.
Oh, that I didn't put on the list, but now it's on the list now.
This is so hard to do.
How could I forget about the potatoes?
Everybody can't do this thing. If I tell somebody to do this, they can't cut up the potato. They could never.
That's why I was asking you. I don't think you need my help.
Nah, you'll be too slow on the potato. You know, the potato is like this. Like cold water to handle that potato, yeah. You start to cut up the potato. It's a thing, it's a machine that's cut this way, but I don't like using a machine. I like using my hands.
Your hands are like a machine right now.
My hands is more better, you know.
Look at that.
I cut off every bad spot in a potato.
That's wild. I can't cut a potato like
Once I have, the reason why I put water inside the bowl, because the potato does get black, and if you cut it up without water, it will get black.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it-
you gotta
black
cut it
look
in water.
ugly in the food.
Hey Steve, can you bring us that Bluetooth speaker back there?
Oh, the Bluetooth?
It's right on the table, yeah.
Now I'm gonna cut up this. It's very fast work, don't worry. We're gonna eat. I don't know why people are in a hurry to eat. I will use about a third of this potato. I will use all. Because of that pot.
Yeah. It's all depending on the pot.
Yeah, it depends on the pot. I use the amount of potato.
How many potatoes?
I know exactly, but I'll use a third of this, which is half of this. Half of this bag of potato. Buy the big bag. I buy instead of buying a small
Half the bag.
A very loose recipe, like no exact.
Anything leave back, I can take it home.
Well, wholesome family Sunday.
Do you need a hand? Do you need a hand preparing anything?
Like
Yeah,
what?
why don't, Steve, why don't you
We could get Alex chopped up. Or,
We're gonna watch one guy peel his entire bag of potatoes.
You want to help me? Well, get a knife. Get a knife. Get a knife.
Some still writing on
Come on, peel one and just cut. What kind of knife you got there? Oh my God, you're gonna be slow.
I got a good feeling thing.
Oh, now you gotta go somewhere else with that. Take some potato and go somewhere else. I don't want you to be messy. You gotta go somewhere. Go by yourself private with about 10
What about right here?
That looks nice.
Alright.
I'll only do it if I'm
I
close
think
to
you should do
you.
it over there.
You cut potato different than me. I could never cut a potato like that.
Yeah, do I cut it good?
Look at how fast I done move already. And you still on one.
I'm done.
You ain't done yet. Give yourself some lying.
A lot of different styles. Alex, if you want to, I don't do a lot of
He's
cooking.
trying all the styles of cutting. Every angle.
I done peeled two
Like a
already.
peeler. So what's the new sculpture you're working on, Oba?
I'm working on all of this right now.
What's that?
Like working in Washington D.C. The monument. I'm working on a monument.
Okay. What's the monument of?
They're supposed to have some footage of it.
Yep. Yeah, but do you want to describe what it is, or
Well, it's an
where the
alabase.
idea came from?
It was built in Egypt to represent the sun god, and the woman that built it was a woman called Egypti. And I'm working on Egyptian art right now, not just the alabase. I'm working on Queen Nefertiti. I'm working on a couple of Egyptian art.
And Tut?
Well, I already have Tut. I don't have Tut already.
Check this out. I don't go too fast. You gotta take your time with the cooking.
No, unless you learn.
I don't rush.
When you learn, you have to learn.
You have to take your time.
Wait, what is that?
Avocado, dry one. No, you're not. It's a dry avocado, it's light. Right? So all this, I have here what I have here too. It's two dry limes.
So how'd you learn how to cook?
My grandmother and them teach me. She teach me how to deliver child, all kind of weird shit. My grandmother teach me what I didn't want to learn that shit. How to deliver a child and how to give people medicine and I have that problem. And that was
She was known as the great goddess
and I have the
whose unalterable laws
Hold on, let me.
unchanging star fields of a constellation. Against the background of these stars circle the planets. Ruled by the great goddess, they administer her fate to all things upon the earth. Although the constellation contain the destiny of every forces which
this is really the Alabama building. This is my next sculpture, and this is what I'm working on. The king top. This is how they put him in his tomb, and this is work in progress. And this drawing now of it is to do the engraving, the carving. After I done draw it, I'm gonna carve, and I'm gonna bring this whole image in carving, and then I'm gonna engrave it. And then I'm gonna place it inside of this.
Wow.
So this is gonna be my whole art when it's finished. But it's work in progress.
Yeah.
A lot of work to be done on it, but this is plenty work. I started this about 2 weeks ago. And it's a lot. Just when you came to see me, I started this, remember?
Yeah.
And so far it's a lot of work. One of the greatest sculptures I ever really work on when it's finished. It's gonna go on top of Black Star too. And this is gonna be so good when I finish with it. And I'm already on a way looking to start Queen Nefertiti. That. You don't want people to see that shit.
And then some of these we're gonna have to throw out.
You gotta clean it. That's the technique with you.
Right.
Gotta clean that because people eating it. They don't want to see that bug. They call that a bug in food. Right, you gotta make sure everything clean. And this is just a process where you just set in water after. But this is the last thing going in the pot. But I have to do it now because I have to keep cleaning.
How many babies have you delivered?
2 babies.
What was that like?
What was the circumstances?
It's like a fucking doctor, like in a theater telling you. It's insane.
How did you do it?
Accidentally. Nothing but a plan.
Accidentally.
Yeah.
Like there was no doctor around, so you had
I in the mountain, and my friend, who is one of my friends, his girl in the mountain too.
and she's pregnant.
She was pregnant and bawling, screaming. And when I go over there, this girl making a baby, and the baby out of she already. I had no other choice but to help her. And what I did, I just make sure she push and make that baby. And when the baby done come, I remember my grandmother tell me how to cut the fucking neighbor's string.
How do you cut the umbilical cord?
I tie it, as my grandmother tell me. I tie the neighbor's string. And when I tie the neighbor's string, tie to that thread. When it tie, after it cut, I take the excess, I cut it like a slant.
You have to cut it at an angle.
Yeah, a slant. She said cut it with a slant, and I cut it with that slant, and then I take extra where I tie it, where I cut, and I wrap it around my finger and lap a knot. And that baby was saved there. Well, when the baby come out now, the problem is to save the fucking woman's life. In that emergency time, and I is not a doctor. I had to think when my grandmother tell me, grease her belly, rub the belly, rub right here, and then the afterboard come out. One dirty thing is the worst thing they ever see in life. A doctor is a serious man, I know. When the afterboard come out, it's only black, smelly, weird shit.
And do you eat the placenta after it comes out, or save that, or some people make capsules?
Eat that?
Yeah.
There's people who do that, Oba.
No, well, tribes do that, but what I did with that is to put it in the sun and lay it dry. Just
dry it out.
And once it dry up, she bacteria will dry up. All she information and everything will dry up in the sun. It's not a spiritual shit.
It's nature.
It's natural. It's a woman nature. That's woman. That is how woman. That is how.
I think we got half the bag.
I know that already.
You got some help. Wow.
Take one. This is good. Put that aside.
Yeah, we'll do one more.
You could eat some potatoes.
Just
some more.
start eating now, too.
Look at Steve.
Yeah.
Look what you do. You sprinkle all these things on my clothes. Oh God.
Wait, what happened to your clothes?
You sprinkle all these
Oh,
water.
you gotta be careful. That's what I was talking about. That puddling that happens here.
That's where you. Steve, wipe up your now, please.
Yep.
Oh yeah, the ground.
Make sure it's ground nice.
A lot of puddling. So messy, Steve. A lot of puddling.
He ain't really messy, man. Come on, the guy's learning. Have mercy, please. Have mercy for a guy that's learning.
Oba, so we started talking about Nosferasta. When did we start talking about this? It was like 2015. Like shortly after we met. We just started like chilling a lot.
Because we can talk about Nosferasta.
And we started talking about what movies we like. Remember that?
Yeah.
And you'd always say how there was no actual representation for you in movies, like no black vampires ever existing. And then we talked about like how I brought up some like Blade and stuff, but nothing that felt more connected to
Oh, what I said we wanted to bring something new into vampirism because everybody knows vampires, wicked demons and killing anybody, but we wanted to bring a vampire where they could protect the righteous people because I say if I's a vampire, I don't want to be wicked. I want to be a good vampire, but in a wicked way to bad people.
because vampires are always looked as like this like.
So I wanted vampirism to step up its portfolio and come in the 20th century with a different name. And I think I say the only name we could create that is new is we could create a movie like Nosferatu. I said Nosferatu is a good movie and a good vampire movie. I say, you know what, we could get not exactly Nosferatu name, but we could get Nosferasta because I'm a Rasta. I said, well, I think we could do a movie Nosferasta. You sure? But we didn't. I didn't know it would have come off. I did not know.
But you did mention how for like Rastafarian culture.
Against it because my culture we against that and I will lose my friends.
What are you against?
No,
I will lose my whole self, my friends, if I really did do the vampire movie. But when I realize this is 20th century and even though you lose your friends, you gotta come and understand what is right and you gotta and film it and have no fear. You might lose friends, but you might get victory in the future. So I say, I don't care about my real personal culture brothers and them. I want to make sure Rastafari could be a vampire because we see human and we could get bite. I say, how you sure Rasta ain't gonna get bite to the vampire? I say a vampire could bite anybody. I say, and if I get bite, I don't want to lose my culture. I would like to change around vampirism.
Yeah, that's why I always thought like when we were writing
You have a
and
bar
talking
to
about it,
police?
I always thought about that, how you've obviously never seen that, and then how you told me how Rastafarian culture see it as something negative because vampires are evil, they're gonna bite people and like such
the understanding we get about the understanding we get about vampires is that a vampire is a very evil man. We see that in movies, we see it in life and all. But a righteous person could get by and he could change around vampirism and he could be powerful too because a righteous man could be evil and he could be bad and he could destroy the enemy.
Yeah.
So I decided we're going to do this movie and we had to do the movie in a way that people could understand and we had to do it full and we had to study and we come up with some good starting of it. All these things are going to clean out, Steve, and write down.
Should we see how the thing's looking in the pot?
Nah.
Is that okay? Or
yeah, no.
Nothing in looking. Wait the box though. Nothing in looking good in there yet.
I feel Oba had envisioned before.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's good. It's good. I like it so far.
Do you mind if I clean?
Keeps it in check.
Yeah.
Huh? You mind if I clean?
Yeah, that's what you're gonna do. I like that. You clean all here. I like when you clean, man. Come on. Don't ask me if I like how you're cleaning, please. You gotta clean, boy. I go to the biggest way of cooking. See, this is one of the greatest. This is one of the greatest energy in the pot. I don't worry. I got that, Steve.
All right, careful. It gets very hot there.
I got the stove, Steve. Trust me. That's what the pot do. The pot talk to us. That's what the pot does do. It talks.
It was saying to pay attention to me.
Yes. I can clean and wipe.
Hello, like I'm here over here boiling. Listen to me.
Yeah, that's what the pot do, boy. The pots talk to people when they don't want to listen.
All right, is that too clean?
Yeah, don't worry. I got this, man. I got this, Steve. You do a good job. Yeah, and we start off from there, understand, and after we start off there, Bayley and Adam and them was very done with it, otherwise I would not even think about doing it still, because Bayley and Adam keep telling me, let's do the movie, let's do Nosferasta. I remember Bayley coming and said, nah, Oba, I think we have to do that movie, boy. I like it. I said, what you like about it? He said, the name alone is good, and it's a new thing, and we have to do something. And we say, okay, all right, let's do it. And it takes time. With all we do some good job, but we take a while. But still fine, we do it fast too, because normally a vampire movie takes years to really
like
make
I was
one.
just telling Bailey, like I feel like it's going in a different direction,
Because
kind
of the
of.
magic.
But it's cool. Like
That
it's
is magic.
different.
That is
And
magic.
I dig it. It's cool. I think it makes sense the way it's going about.
It's going about good, and it will get better because the idea is going to come more stronger, and everybody's ideas is good, and you could review ideas. And I figure we are on the writer's road, and then we do the thriller. And hopefully today I hope all you could see a little part of the thriller, so all you could understand what we're really dealing with. So if you know, that'll be good when that time comes. But
There's some comments. Alex, you're looking good. People like it. Just the audience online.
Oh, what?
That's like dynamic feedback.
How much people?
We're going viral.
How much people?
Dozens.
Come on, stop lying to this team.
Stop lying to me.
I think that's true. No, that is true.
I don't believe Steve sometimes.
We got 30 live around the world.
That's good, man.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty
People are
good.
coming in and out.
Yeah.
I had like 2 or 3 the first time we tried this.
No, I'm cutting up
People
my
are having
scallion.
Nosferasta TV watch parties.
Wait, can we do a recap of the recipe? For
What's the recipe?
Well, right now.
Recap up to this point.
All right. Since at this point, as we're saying, right, we've been talking during the break. We've been explaining things. I put in the peas, the garlic. That's the main resources right there. What
kind of peas?
Can we film
the
inside of there?
yellow peas. Yeah, you can film in
Let's
here
film
if
it
you
right
want.
inside. Show us what's
You
going on in there.
You can hold up with your hands. Trust me. Try holding it.
I got gloves.
Look on your gloves. I could hold it with my hands because I cook it. But I don't think I could hold it, Steve, because it's burn the shit out of your hand.
Alright, so tell us what's going on in there, Oma.
That's the yellow peas inside that they're talking to people.
That's it? We got some work to do.
There's garlic in there.
Garlic and peas, that is where you take it. That's the main
It
recipe.
already smells so good though.
That's the foundation.
Like, does not everyone
That's
agree?
the
Like,
starting of the job.
it already smells bomb.
If you need a glove like this, let me know. We got some.
I don't need gloves. I use my hands. I
So
can't.
you're cutting up. So next is the
You can't make corn soup without gloves on because you have to use your hands to deal with the vegetables. The most important thing, your hands have to be clean and your fingernails have to be very, very, very collective.
Show us your nails.
My nails is like this. It's very short and collective. You cannot have stupid nails with black in it because this thing is.
How often do you cut your nails?
Very often as possible because.
Like every 2 weeks?
Do you bite your nails nervously?
Nah, I don't bite my nails.
Every 2 weeks you cut them?
Nah, I cut my nails more often than 2 weeks, man.
Once a week.
Sometimes twice, 3 times a week. I don't like long nails because I have to cook. When you're cooking, you can't have long nails, brother. That's for the salon.
Steve, let's see your nails.
Your nails is nice.
They're pretty nice.
Yeah, you have good nails, man.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm shy about them, so.
Hey, Dominic, what's up with Dominic?
They're having a Nosferasta TV watch party.
They watch it?
Yeah.
You sure?
Uh-huh.
See, you're lying to me, man. I don't believe you at all, boy.
Well, see if they can tune in. They're watching. You need help, kind of like sous chef cutting preparation?
Nah, scallion is very funny.
All right.
You gotta cut them a specific like size and everything.
Did you see how I got good with that peeling though?
First I had to wash them.
People were skeptical at first, and then I was almost faster than Oba at the end. So they want to try Steve's.
This is the Christmas tree. This is it.
Ceaselessly changes them.
Hey Sam, what's going on, man? Huh?
We're mixing in the stuff I shot of you this morning. We're checking some.
Oh, it looking, Sam?
It looks amazing.
It looks good.
It looks great.
I'm sorry who is not here to understand this recipe because it's very important to know. One time I went to Manhattan. I was in the middle of the winter, and me and my wife, my ex-wife Debbie, we was going in Manhattan and she said, "Oh, please, let's go and get some soup to drink." So I saw this restaurant. We sell soups alone in Manhattan. So I went there and I bought soup. When I buy the soup, I said, "Debbie, I can't drink this." And then I realized, I said, but I come and open up a restaurant in Manhattan. Because these people don't know what soup at all.
Yeah.
How to really make it. And Debbie said, "Oh, but that soup is not good." She couldn't even drink it.
So you knew you could do better?
All the time.
And what was Temptation?
Temptation was the most exclusive place in the line of the ghetto that I really did with soup between the common people.
It was a club, right?
A Caribbean club?
It's between, when I say common people, you know, it's Caribbean people. We's common. We're not like these people out here. We're common. We's people that come here.
In Flatbush?
Yeah, it was totally.
So did you bring some soup out there?
I've been, man, millions of cups of soup I served out there, boy, for years. The people out there love my soup. Up to now, they beg me, why don't start back? Why don't come back out? Tell them I have no time with that, man. I said that time passed. Well, this is one we cut up. Corn soup is a process. It's a long process to make.
I got some chips.
Where's the bag? Come on. Plastic bag.
This is the garbage.
Yeah, this is
Alright, I like to keep it clean.
Oh, but there's a question from London. They're wondering if garlic is a part of the soup because it's a vampire slaying ingredient.
Tell them garlic is one of the main part of the soup.
You can tell them because they're watching you right now.
Well, garlic is one of the main part of the soup, which is the soup. But garlic is the main part of every human being life. And garlic was one of Egypt's main ingredients in everything, even in death and all. So garlic is like a preserve a vampire from biting you and all. You could run a vampire with garlic.
Is it true you keep garlic above your door?
Of course.
Why do you keep dried corn above your door?
All of them is like, I keep those things not in the line of a spookiness. What I keep garlic for is the line of having the seed of the garlic. So if I go to a country, I could plant that seed and it could grow. And I keep the corn in case of famine. I could plant some corn in the mountains in Vermont or some part of the world I'm in. And I could get a plant to grow and I could survive. Garlic and corn is survival plant. Yeah, she ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
She gonna stay right there. That's how she gonna do it. She can't come over. I have to keep the pressure on.
You know the term bug out bag?
Huh?
Bug out bag?
What is that?
It's like, it's like for preppers, like they people who need to leave their house at a moment's notice. They have like a bug out bag. It's like a bag of just the bare essentials. It's like a prepared bag of just the bare essentials that they can grab and
So
go.
that's what you've taken your
Yeah, your bug out
bag?
bag is just a dry ear corn.
Your go kit?
Yeah, your go kit.
It's like your emergency bag when you got.
Oh yeah.
When there's an earthquake.
Yeah, when it's have a famine, or like in slavery. The reason why
when you don't have time to pack, it's a pre-packed bag.
Well, what
just the bare
happened?
essentials.
You see what you're saying is exactly what happened in slavery. In slavery, when the slave and them was coming to the West, they take certain plants from Africa, certain seeds. A seed could hide in a tiny place on you. And when you come to the next country, you plant that seed and get a plant. That's how things come. That's how come evolution. Evolution with plants. Human beings have evolution too, but we don't talk about the evolution of plants and food. A lot of food come when ancestors come from, like your family come from El Salvador and Guatemala and them places. They bring seeds with them. That was
Share everything.
to make sure they survive when they reach.
Yeah, to keep it in their lineage too.
To keep it in their lineage too.
Rizarda asked if you could shout her out so she could be famous.
Well, she gotta come. What's wrong with her? She not answering my phone call. Tell her I said that.
She's working.
She not answering my phone call.
Guess who else is watching?
I'm sorry.
Everybody's watching. You have to talk, Rizarda.
I'm sorry, but if she don't answer my phone call, how can I speak to she now?
I guess that's kind of like still a shout out.
My mom and dad are watching too.
They are watching?
Yeah.
Tell them I love them.
You can tell them yourself.
I love you all.
Everything you say, you're saying to everybody. Hold on.
I love you all, and I want you all to get a pen. Please get a pen, or take your phone, take your smartphone, that little smartphone where it's 3, 4, 5,000 years old. Phone is not nothing now, come.
Right.
This thing been here years ago.
Right.
Take them things, use the technology, take the recipe, and survive.
Because he said it depends on the pot, right? So you can't really, you have to kind of guesstimate what you're putting in there. And I think that comes along with being a cook. You're not, sometimes you just use whatever, you know, you gotta put whatever.
It can be more of an art than a science.
Yeah, because you
It's an art, it's an art, it's an art.
throw something in there, yeah.
But there's a little science to it too, I think.
Well, everything is science.
Like
You want all living every day is science. Just to get up in the morning is science. That's what they call the high science arising when the sun god called wake you up. So science is there, but you have to really do everything with that energy.
Yeah.
And make you feel good. When you went and study it, you have energy and you graduate. That was good of you, Steve. Let me see that silver bowl. The silver, yeah.
Alright.
This for the big boy stuff now.
This comes out hot. Probably everybody's noticed, but it comes out a little hot. You gotta throw it all the way there. It's like
steaming.
We're working that out.
I was a super young for years, so I know about that.
Sign or is it covered? No, it's covered.
Scalding hot water. Sign is covered, I think. No. Sorry about that.
Now cutting up my scallion. Scallion are to cut up very fine. Because it don't take long to cook the scallions and all these vegetables, but it takes long to cook the peas. So far the peas already burst.
They're pretty much bursting.
Yeah, I know the timing of it. It done already burst. It's just waiting on what I'm doing here. So when I finish this, it will be totally burst nice. We're going to eat in about an hour time.
Doing like 30.
Is it hard to find better ingredients here than in Trinidad?
It's hard to find ingredients here, but America is very beautiful, America. You can find any type of food you want in this country, any country you come from.
Pizza, burgers.
Now forget about pizza. Them things is not food. Why you always talking about
pasta,
pizza?
whatever.
No.
Or what do you
when
think?
you talk about food, talk about vegetables.
Vegetables, plants.
And that is where you can find.
Food.
You can find vegetables. Pizza and thing is not a food. Don't talk about pizza no more.
Salad.
It's not a food. It's
Salad.
a snack.
Snack. All right.
That's a snack. It's not a food. It's like an ice cream. Serious.
Okay.
Don't have food pizza as your food. You would not be strong to run an athlete race. When you want to run a race, you have to eat these natural stuff. They say the guy Bolt, we make him so strong because he tell them his family used to feed him up on yam.
I love that.
That is a wild food growing in the rainforest.
What is it?
Yam.
Yam?
Yeah. It grow under the ground. That's where you eat. Natural stuff. When you want to bounce, lick down a man if you're boxing, yeah? You can't eat pizza. You're fucking crazy.
Eat yams.
You're gonna die eating pizza if you want to box something with a man.
I have salad pizza and yams on it and everything.
You could have everything. You could have everything. That is not a pizza.
That's a real fancy pizza.
That is a food.
That's like a $20 slice.
Huh?
What about bacon, egg, and cheese?
Bacon, egg, and cheese?
Yeah, the New Yorker breakfast.
Them thing is okay if a guy like
Once
that,
in a
but
while.
that's not my type of
What about bacon, egg, and cheese pizza?
Oh my God.
Don't get us started.
Bacon,
Don't
egg.
walk into that one, Oba.
You could, if you make a pizza with all the vegetables and all the meat, it's so better than just a dry pizza. The only pizza I don't like is a pizza made out of cheese and flour. That have nothing in it for me. But I would eat a pizza with mushrooms, with tomatoes, vegetables,
salmon.
All these nice things.
Salmon pizza? Have you ever had it?
You could,
You can make it. Yeah, it's like about $20 a slice.
yeah, very expensive.
Yeah.
This guy knows what's going on, boy.
Those are the slices I get.
That shit is money, boy. You can't be a guy like me. I can't afford that. But I does afford it when I go out to eat food. This is a main part of the recipe because the scallion, if you don't cut up all these scallion and all the herbs, you wouldn't understand how you're cooking.
People ask, Oba, what are we listening to? Laughing my ass off.
What they said?
What song is this?
They said, what are we listening to?
What?
The music.
Temptations.
Why the Temptation?
Oh.
Did you choose the song?
That song is good.
What's it about?
It's about Papa was a Rolling Stone at that time, and wherever he lay his hat was his home. That was like back in the days of the pimp days on the streets in America. That is an American song. I just like it because I like the Temptation.
Yeah.
I had to finish up all these, but everything takes so much of time, and you have to wash everything before you use it to make.
Do you want any help?
Not really, because there's only one person can deal with this kind of situation, but it's a part of the cooking that you have to understand. Nobody can be hurried to eat.
Yeah.
You have to clean everything, because you cannot just throw everything in the pot like a crazy guy. You have to do everything right. Some people use a board to cut this, but I find I faster than a board, and I don't cut my fingers. Some people cut up their fingers, they damage themselves because they're cooking. Hey, where's Jocelyn?
I'm in here.
Hey, I look for you just now. Where you been?
I went to go get a croissant.
Yeah, man. How you like the show today?
I can't just watch somebody cook.
I know. We're all just like getting
Hey, watch me. All they look like mean little vipers waiting on that food, or no? I say, oh my God. But why nobody ain't coming?
People are coming. When is Badman coming?
Badman gonna come at least about 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock.
That's 12.
Huh?
Yes, like 12, 21.
We have to have people over here to eat soup. And Sam, we need to get its containers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we need to get, you know the plastic containers? We need a good bit in those.
Yeah.
Because people go out to take home some of these food.
Yeah, well, we'll do that later once the soup's done.
All right. And that's the, you know.
Yeah.
You can't forget that is one of the main stuff, right? Hey, just now the studio going.
I'm good.
Why?
Well,
how did the Houston exhibition go, Justin?
It was really staying connected with the work and understood it, and it was really good to show back home. And that seemed like a big one. Yeah. People were there that I hadn't seen in like 15 years. Kind of thing. It was an amazing experience to have that. I mean, the city feels more like home now after that. And it was already my home.
Yeah.
Houston.
I remember. That's nice. That's big.
You see, scallion, you have to clean it good because it has sand in it. And you have to pick up all these dead ones. You don't eat that. The processes are washing and clean process when they're making corn soup.
That's why you get the grades, right? The restaurant?
That's where you get the grades.
What grade would you get?
Has to be at A.
I bet you get A+.
A plus or Z. Highest.
You get an A+ Z?
Z is the highest, just like the
Z's
Z
higher
last.
than A?
Z is just as high as A.
I guess so.
It's the last one, the last letter in the alphabet. It had to be the highest letter too.
The alphabet's a circle.
It's circle.
Have you ever seen a restaurant that has a Z?
There's no first and last letter.
There's no first and last letter.
Have you seen a restaurant that has a Z?
No, they don't put Z like that. They put a East, West, North, and South.
How was your weekend?
It's all right, you know. It's nothing earth-shattering.
I'm still cooking. I must use that inside of that pot.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put all these.
I was just splitting up the ingredients separately, that's why. But I got it.
These go together like this. What I do, I use this. I use this as a. This is like. You see this now, if I put this in the pot with all these sticks, so they done the whole pot full of sticks. So what I do, I wash it. All the dirt, dust come out. Because these things just go with earth. So sometimes they have dust on them. So what I don't like when I eat and I taste dust. So what I do, I wash it and then I burn it like this. Right? You know?
Yeah.
This way, when it's done cook, it end up like this in the pot, but all the fragrance and taste come out, so I just take it out of the pot, straight in the garbage. But this is like, I'm using all these fine herbs, but I don't want to scrape it off. It's going to leave the pot with a set of sticks. So I put that like that. You know?
That's good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, me too.
That's an art.
Yeah.
You know, all that is like. And then I cut off the bad part of this, that's stale. So I want to get a fresh part, so I do that. You know, get it fresh, then I wash it. Wash it again, because if you don't wash vegetables, you will be eating sand in your teeth. I hate that.
We're on a break, right?
No.
We can't be.
Oh, just kidding.
How we gonna be on a break and a cooking? No rest.
This way.
No, shake out all that sand, no more sand, so I cut this up here. So I know exactly when I put that in the pot, everything is so clean. The pot just cook nice and talk to you and tell you, oh my God, I like this food. I know the food is good before, I don't even know how to taste the food when it's done cook, and I know it done cook good already. Because how you do it, you know, everything is in place. This is how you do the corn soup. Everything has to be in place, right? Right time? No, this is the next one. Two of these together. This is another breed of cilantro. It's very good. This is another breed of cilantro too. This is a celery, but this is the decorated celery. They use this in restaurants to decorate caviar and all them high food. You ever go that caviar?
Yeah, I think it's parsley.
Yeah, they call it parsley, but they use it to decorate caviar. It's so high. I love caviar. One time I went and had caviar in Manhattan. This rich girl taking for caviar, boy.
You liked it?
Of course I like it. Who ain't gonna like caviar? That is a king's food.
Caviar pizza.
Ooh. Hey, listen, you must stop talking about pizza, Steve. What's so possessed about pizza and you that you like to talk about this? It's like a cult, yes, Steve. It's like a franchise.
It's kind of Italian, right?
Or
is it Chinese?
It's like McDonald's.
It's Chinese. As long as it's healthy.
As long as you put the vegetables in it, it's good. And this one now, you cut it up the same way. Sometimes you can put it in the pot whole, but it's going to look dirty. When you're cooking for people, you have to make things look neat. All that does melt away, you know. You don't see that in the pot. So I don't even have to cut it up like that, but I do it because it's an art now. So we're working on, brother. In the studio down there.
Yeah, I have a show on Thursday. This Thursday.
I want to come.
It's off of Canal Street.
I want to come to that show, man. Sam, we should support Jocelyn, man. What's wrong with you?
We will.
You got to support your brother, man.
Can I send the info to you, Tim?
Yeah. You got to come and support you, man. See how fast the pot. See how fast the pot finishing.
Then we got carrots.
You got the carrots.
Oh, I don't have it.
Even serve this carrots, Bayley. Even serve this carrots in a bag. I'm still washing it before I put it in that pot because I don't know what they put in the bag to hold it. So I have to wash everything.
Wait, do it after it.
Nice. That done. Then I have celery. Big ones. I want to eat nice when you eat in your soup. It's kind of crunchy. This is a big boy celery. This is the one that's making about 1,000 years. This said. One woman was eating this, she lived 195 years
People
old.
drink that every day, Oba. There's people every day.
But you used to drink that when you buy me?
They drink it every day, but they spend like $10 a bottle for a juice of that. You just do it yourself at home. Like, isn't that crazy?
Is that good? And that $10?
It's good for you.
I find that $10 worth it because you know why? This shit could save the damn life from getting sick. I cut these up in a little bigger way because I want to see them a little chunky and then I go try with this. And then I'll cut up this rest. The food already there, anytime I finish cut up everything here, your food done. Trust me. Because that, under Steve load that fire.
I think he lowered it a little.
What's wrong with Steve, man? Steve! You can't do that to the fire, man. It's a timing. This guy touching the fire every minute. Every minute he coming and check that stove like the stove is more superior than everybody else. I understand the stove had to help you cook, but I want the fire blazing.
Yeah, I think it's a little lower, right?
He blow it. He feeling sorry for the stove. The emotional is getting to him.
So you don't cut up the carrots?
Nah.
Okay.
Them already
Because they're
baby.
baby carrots.
Time to cook, they get on smaller.
Small.
And I could cut carrots. I used to do that, but that's way simpler.
Needs to be switched.
Yeah, and you need to leave the stove alone.
It was off for a second, but it's
okay. What a technique.
You need to leave the stove alone, Steve. It's not your day.
What do you want me to take care of?
Don't touch that stove. That is all I want you to do. Leave the stove alone. It's not your day with that stove. You have your days on the stove in the morning and you don't do nothing. You don't go and buy food. You don't even say we're going to cook when the answer.
Well, I'm here to help.
Let's come out and cook sometime when you're home.
Alright.
And we have a little, we cook between ourselves.
Me and you? Let's do it.
Everything
How
done.
many peppers?
Yeah, I put about 4 sets of different peppers to put.
Eight total?
Peppers, you have to blend it up.
I'm gonna go ahead and can I
Sous chef. You like a sous chef?
A sous chef?
Yeah.
Well, like a soup?
Yeah.
China?
I think just like a chef
Sous
helper.
chef is like your assistant.
Oh, I didn't
You
know
want
about
him to
that.
be your sous chef.
I didn't know about that.
You couldn't afford it.
Corn soup is one guy process.
One person operation.
Yes.
Now I'm putting in the sweet peppers.
The sweet green peppers.
Green peppers, one called pimento, and sweet pepper together with
And the red pepper.
with green peppers. This is will bring out the quality of the soup and the timing when you cook it. You get the real taste with this. This is will bringing out the taste.
People ask, tell us about King Tut.
Oh, they want to know about King Tut?
That was a question in the global
They
feed.
saw the sculpture?
Yeah, because they're working it in with the edit.
Oh well, that sculpture is not finished. That is work in progress. But only lucky to get a little glimpse of it because normally I don't want to show it.
That's what I said, a sneak peek.
Yeah, only get a little glimpse of it. That is for the gallery. We want to show that gallery in New York City before it come abroad. But that sculpture will be one of the greatest sculpture that I ever work on. That is an alabus in the middle of alabus with King Tut in the middle of it, with the ankh, which is the key of life, and certain symbol, which is the kotash of Egypt, and certain things. A lot of seals go be on it. It now starts. They ain't reached nowhere yet, but this is going to be a massive, great work, at least a great accomplish, and keep the heritage alive.
And do you have some goals with your art?
I have a lot of goals with it.
What kind of goals? What's your goal?
Well, the goal is to do the art good.
And then what?
And do the right thing with the art. And the goal is for it to reach further and further in life. And with the help of my friends and brothers and them, I think we all gonna reach a good way, because everything I do is not just for myself. I do it because of my brothers and friends who I really, really love, and them that love me, and we just have an understanding, and it's good when people can understand one another from different tribes. So that is like an amazing thing. It's something I enjoy doing. It's not hard for me to do them kind of sculpture. I'm only doing Egyptian art right now. I ain't doing nothing else. I'm not doing no Western art. I'm just doing Egyptian art. We're very hard to do. I want to do the art we're very, very hard to do. I know I could do the hardest art, and I want to do the hardest art because it's time people acknowledge these ancient people and them. And I want to build it, and I already on my way doing it, and it's going to be good because it's going to be so good.
What do you need?
I'm looking for the cloth.
The pork?
No. Oh yeah, I got it. I got it too. Alright. Look at this, yeah. I like to clean when I'm cooking. I like to clean one time. This is finished. Right?
That looks good.
This is finished, but not quite yet because I still have to cut up some ginger. This is the final process with this. A little ginger. You wash everything because ginger go with dirt. I hate to eat dirt. Hate to buy dirt in a teeth.
I love dirt.
I eat dirt in a food, but not biting the dirt. Oh my God, that little sand thing. It bite on your teeth. Oh my God, it edged my teeth. I can't handle it. So.
Bugs are supposed to be the future of food.
Yeah, that's for you, not for me.
And for the planet. Everybody eat bugs. That's all you need to
That's
eat.
for you.
Proteins.
I know how to survive without eating bugs. You talk about bugs in my future, you're crazy. You little bugs are like a roach, so a roach could live around you then. Yeah?
You eat it.
Oh my God. I can't do that, boy. I don't know, but I have to try to create my own food. That's why I stay with agriculture.
No dumpster diving.
So, yeah, this is finished now. This is perfect. The little ginger on top of it. Woo! This could make a salad if you want to. And this now will go in the pot.
That could be its own dish almost.
This is going to go in the pot. This is going in the pot now. Because most likely this piece is bust. Trust me, I have an idea how fast it does bust. It's very good. And then the stove is not a bad stove. Oh. Wow! Exactly.
Did they bust?
Yeah.
Right,
exactly. Look. You can see. Like this is what you call, when you're ready to cook, it's hard to burst. If you don't burst, don't cook. Because it's have a way, if you choke cold water in this and it didn't burst, it will stay hard. It could never burst.
Yeah.
Pieces are very high-falutin food. And protein, high in protein. So this is going in there now. Everything, ginger. Wow! Imagine, I will leave this like this because this have a technique too. When I leave some, like I will take some of this and I will just throw in here and leave it because when I needed my flour and my whole wheat dumpling, this is gonna come in. So this is gonna stay here. Perfect.
Wait, sorry, can you explain that step again?
The excess scallion and seasoning, what I leave back, this is going to go together with my dumplings.
Oh, gotcha.
Alright, let me cut up these. And I put some more green peppers inside of that pot. The green peppers are so delicious.
Is it just water in the pot with the corn?
Water, green peppers, and all the seasoning together with water. You have to put water in the pot if you want to cook, otherwise you will burn your pot. So water is one of the main essentials.
What's the full ingredients list? This is from Prince Jammy Jam.
Prince Jammy Jam.
The full ingredients list, it's already written.
You want to look at it? It's right here.
It's already written.
Well, I can say it out loud what I've gotten so far.
Yeah.
So it's thyme, ginger, corn, obviously, potatoes, garlic, cilantro, but it's two types of cilantro. So good luck. Coconut milk, carrots, parsley, the red sweet peppers, brown sugar, there's vegan butter, whole wheat flour, black pepper, celery, red split lentils, and the yellow split peas also. Scallions, parsley, green peppers. Down here, I know I
and this one, this piece here, this yellow piece here.
Red split lentils.
This is not going in the pot now. This is the last thing going in the pot together with the potato.
Oh.
Because this take about 5 minutes to cook. This one is cooked faster.
That's the last thing, then the potatoes.
Yeah.
I thought the dumplings were the last thing.
Yeah, but that's with the dumpling and potatoes. They all go together.
Oh, but tell us about your Rasta spiritual journey to New York.
My Rasta spiritual journey to New York. I come to New York and I come to make myself a better man. That is it. Everybody come to New York. Everybody go to England. Everybody go to some place where they could survive, some place where they could make themselves a future.
Did you immediately connect with the Rasta community here?
Sometimes, not all the time, you know. In America, it's not like you have your culture, you come here and you have to just, sometimes you're in another state, in another place where it have no Rasta. But I keep everything in my heart, so it's inside of me. You know what I mean? Let me see how the bag here.
We can drain some water from the sink at
Don't
any
worry.
point.
You throw this in the barrel, you throw it outside.
Alright.
I ain't gonna drain nothing because I don't want to clog your sink, so I'll scrape everything up neat.
This camera work is rocking. That was from a Spider Sam 69.
Yeah, that is not the way now.
Not now, right? This is with the dumplings.
Yeah, this is going in last too.
And the coconut milk, I think I put that there.
Can I put the coconut milk in now?
Nah.
Sorry, Steve.
This how to cook some more. Once you start to cook, I will tell you when we can do that. But this how to cook. That first stuff going, the pot had to rearrange itself to keep hot. Because that make a whole heap of coldness now. So this pot had to get hot and start to cook, and then these things had to cook. Then I could put in. Everything is like, you have to cook with a certain timing. You can't show all in one time. You can't do that. It will never taste good.
Is it a good time for a music video?
It's a good time for you to do anything you want to do. You have a girlfriend to call? Sam? Yeah?
How was your week?
Now you're laughing at me.
It's all right, you know. It's nothing earth-shattering.
He was an ordinary guy.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
Looking for an extraordinary love.
I'm Peter Lowe.
Rachel.
I brought this girl up to my place the other night.
It started with a kiss.
Really hot.
A very special kiss.
You wanted her very badly.
Yeah.
A kiss that could drive you mad.
I hate interrupted love affairs, don't you?
Yep.
It's affecting his work.
There you are. It's a horrible, horrible job. And you have to do it.
It's ruining his appetite.
My next appointment with you is Tuesday afternoon.
I'd like to make it sooner.
It's spoiling his sleep.
Sooner.
And don't think people haven't noticed.
Am I getting through to you? Over!
He is so eccentric.
My.
For Peter Lowe,
Oh, sooner.
that's just love.
Love? Love.
In the big city.
Yeah! Don't laugh.
I'm a professional. I don't lie.
I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire!
Nicolas Cage.
The tortures of the damned!
Maria Conchita Alonso.
Shoot. Do it or I'll fire you. Do you understand? Not the floor, Alba.
And Jennifer Beals.
You're so pathetic.
Vampire's Kiss.
Strange stuff. I'll never do that again. Jeez.
I mean, honestly, I'm just kind of sick of talking about it. Like, can't we just, like, do something?
We are doing something. Playing a show tonight. What time is the show? You have to check your emails.
Privacy is not a right. It's not even an instinct. It has to be learned, taught by people like my mother.
I'm here as a private individual, a sovereign citizen, agent and settler for Aldo Mule, the person.
Okay, but then where is this person, Aldo Mule?
He exists on paper, Your Honor.
Sometimes I feel like a different species. It's just been underestimation throughout my whole life.
I now have to meet his violent act with violence. Otherwise, I'm as good as dead.
Move forward in time. You must learn to dissociate gun, arm, and eye.
It wasn't exactly a dream, but things have been clarified for me. They're gonna kill all of them, and they need some people to pull the trigger.
You shall pay, Black Prince. I Blackula. Blackula. The Black Avenger. Rising from his tomb to fill the night with horror. Blackula. Dracula's soul brother. Deadlier even than he. You know, he is a strange dude.
You're a nut that ran in front of my cab. You're the only imbecile on this street. Boy.
Blackula.
Look at man, you find, I mean, he's got to be around here somewhere. I mean, now listen, you take your hands off of me. I don't know you.
He thirsts for your blood. He hungers for your soul. Warm young bodies will feed his hunger. Hot, fresh blood will quench his awful thirst.
Make it a Bloody Mary. Are you, into the occult?
No!
How about the, heavy stuff?
What do you think of vampires?
Vampires? I think they're possibly the most fascinating of all.
More horrifying than Dracula. The Black Avenger. Blackula. From American International Pictures.
I'm back here again. I had a little break just now. I'm back here to give you all a brief in proof. I hope you have your pen. I have pens there. I have some pens here.
We're all taking notes. You know, get your pens.
I have some pens here for people if they need a pen to write. You can write the recipe. Yeah, you all can write the recipe if all you want, you know. It's very good. You can learn the recipe.
I'm just going to come eat it. I'm not going to
It's okay. I have these pens here. And yo, let me get back to this very important business. This is the corn. Corn is going to go in. The corn have to cut in a special way though, but it's hard. People don't like to do it. You can't do it with a gloves. You have to do it with a clean hands. So that's why I don't work with gloves making corn soup. You have to be, hands have to be clean, nails have to be short. You have to really do the thing clean so it can taste really good. Oh, sorry for putting that there. Okay. First I will start to clean these corn.
What happened to the music?
I could put something on. Oh, I think. Or if you want to connect. Hi. Good to see you.
Hey, you gotta play that music. You gotta play that music. You can't have it face like this. So what, you're coming back later on? Food gonna finish at least next 2-3 hours, man.
My friend is coming over. I just have to go get him.
All right. Next 2-3 hours, come back.
Yeah, come by at 3.
At 3?
Yeah, we're going
Yeah.
to and we'll give a more proper introduction.
Yeah, you will get something, right?
All right.
Take care, baby. Those my friends too. They're right there. Come on. Really, people are brave. People have to be happy. This is how I cut my corn. It kind of is a skillful way to do it. And you have to do it with a saw blade. Your blade can't be, it has to be a saw blade.
Yeah.
Otherwise you can't cut your corn in a really unique way for a restaurant.
How can we try the soup in London? Double slurp emoji.
Whenever I make it in London.
They have to be making it they should be making it along in real time and they can have it over here.
Live making it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hope everybody's caught up.
If you haven't started.
Well, if I come to London, I'm going to make it. And once I make the soup, don't care who make it, once I make it, it will be always tasting a little different. Because I'm the actual person to make this. Our next person could really do it, but they have to really pay attention. And they could do it good. You have to cut off all these, make the corn fresh. You see like that? You're not going to cook that. That's gross. You'll cut that off. And when you're cooking corn, you want fresh corn.
When Anne gets here, we should do a recipe recap.
I want, what are you not telling me about Anne? Why? Anne is a great person, boy. I like that girl. She's cool. Kendall coming?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think she's working.
Kendall is a workaholic. You don't have no time for yourself. I don't know how she focuses.
Would you let Batman cook with you?
Batman is a cook too. He's from Jamaica. No guy knows how to cook too.
Are the doors open so you can get in? I think so.
The door is open?
He'll call on that. Yeah, it should be open.
Can't leave the guy out there like that. Go and get him, man.
I'll just leave it propped.
This board here, the board where the board blocking that?
Nope, it's all good. You're good.
For that board here, I have no use here. I don't need this board. Yeah. Yeah, it's just good out empty, no board. I don't know if they pay water bill here or something. But funny that thing, I have to have water running because that's how I do it.
Yeah, it's washing it all.
I have to wash it. See, turn off the water just now. What kind of man turn off the water while I cook it? Hey Steve, you got any ice there?
Did Oba do this before? So now I'm like,
I want some ice inside that cup for me, please.
Yeah, he does that.
Your ice is nice and clean. Okay. Steve like himself today, but I could see that in him.
Everybody's on their best behavior.
yeah. Hey, what's up with Sarah? She call you?
Not today, no.
I was to call her this morning. She must be mad.
Do you want Adam to video in?
Anytime Adam could video in, he's supposed to be videoing every minute. What's wrong with this guy? We here, he's in another country. We need to see him at least. In a Viking country, boy. I don't find it into the Vikings and them.
I bet they have pretty good soup over there.
Yeah, and I would like to go over there and learn and make mines for them too. It's about getting culture together. Hey, what kind of ice is that?
That's triple filtered, distilled organic, pure water from a natural spring.
What you got in that cup there, Oba?
Huh?
What you got in that cup?
Oh, I got some Taylor's, a little Taylor's port wine with some chilling ice.
And?
I need to relax myself so at least I could cook with a glass of wine. Nothing wrong with that.
Look, little cooking fuel.
Yeah, at least you're cooking, you have a glass of wine. Martha Short does have a glass of wine when she's cooking. And this next girl, we just go the Italian girl, what's her name, Rachel Rich?
Rachel Rich?
Wow, I like that girl a lot. That the girl who make me get to like cooking a lot.
What's your favorite cooking show?
That same show, Rachel Rich and Martha Short and Ramsey, but I like Rachel Rich more than all of them.
Ramsey you like?
I like Rachel Rich a lot.
What do you like about Riggs?
Ramsey, he's a little god and he just try to dominate people and he just tell you, oh, no, you're not good. He's a real.
He can be kind of mean in the kitchen.
He's mean, but he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
It reminds me of hanging out with Oba, so I like that.
Hey, Bayley, we had some terrible nights at Taylor's Spot when I was singing, boy.
So you want a hangover? Just drink that.
Oh my God, hey, we got drinking, come home, we knock out, boy. Alex, you want to live in my man, we come home, we knock out.
I got freaking Taylor's Court.
People like watch Alex, I say, look at the watching Alex. Alex live with me, boy. Me and Alex used to sleep on the same damn bed. And it was no difference. It was just normal and nice. Trust me.
Yeah, I mean, Oba and I became friends like really quickly. And like he was there for me during a weird time, so it was good. And that's how, like we were talking earlier about Nosferasta, like that's how it all basically
Yeah, then you start, I realized you had the magic and you could write.
talking about regular.
I realized you could write good and you're writing fast. So we say we're going to study, we used to start a study. And that was a good thing we were doing, no?
Yeah,
That wasn't bad. Because, you know, you're not idle, you're studying it. See how nice the corn cutting up, everything cutting up equal like in a computer.
So So kind of equal. Yeah, mostly equal.
All of them equal.
Like, look.
Barely equal?
Everything is equal, like it's a computer cutting up this shit.
So, Oba, how did you meet Adam and Bayley, and how did you start working together?
Adam and Bayley was a mystic boy. Up to now, Adam and Bayley, and then Bayley proved himself to be a real serious soldier in the battle with us. He was more persistent to do things, and that is very good. And he didn't bound to be my friend because he could have pulled himself away in a different category because them guys is genius. But they choose to be my
You
friend.
say that they're genius, but I think they think you're genius.
Well, they could think that too. That's good. That's equal, like, you know, but them guys are them really good, and I like this.
But how did you and Adam meet each other in the neighborhood?
Adam live here and it's just, you meet because I cook, as a cook. Them days I used to cook and sell. It ain't like a cooking. And just for myself, I used to cook to sell to the public. And Adam asked me, what it is I have in that pot? I say, you want to know what it is? You want to try it? And he tried it and he said, oh my God, wonder how you make this? I said, this is corn soup. But he liked the one called the fish soup. But that's a soup what I make too. But that soup is real nice. It's special. Salmon.
And how did you start doing art together?
Well, it start art with the movie. And nobody didn't know I could have really. They know I could have do art because the demon coming with the movie and all them things, but nobody know I would keep up with art.
That day's coming.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And baby reach, boy. A woman reach to balance this place too much, man. Yeah, we need women to balance it. The reason why I just had to use the water to get the hairs off the corn.
Yeah, I was noticing that.
Because if you cook the hairs on them,
Look at all of them in here.
you wouldn't like when that food done with all them hairs. You would never
You
eat
gotta
it.
rinse it, like
And you see all that?
Water.
Alice, you see this? You see all that?
Oh yeah, you gotta take it off.
You cannot cook that, you're
Yeah.
crazy. That ought to come out, that is poison. That is because the corn is not, they have it there in the storage, wherever they have it, but you don't want to cook that. You don't want to make that go in your food. So far the corn is growing good. When I put in the corn now, I'll put in the coconut milk.
That's Steve's favorite part.
The coconut milk next.
Next, after the corn is coconut milk. The pot is kicking, man. Oh my God, that thing is. Hey, this pot is cooking directly when I'm selling it. Even better. Bailey?
Yeah.
It's cooking good, boy. You smell that
I
food?
know.
Hey, Bailey, make sure dog come out.
It's just Taylor's port in there. There's no more coffee in there.
No more coffee.
Can I have a
We
sip?
got a neighbor,
Go
Oba.
ahead, baby.
Oba.
Oba.
Hey, what's going on, my brother? Come in, man. Come in.
Yeah, just stopping in, seeing the show.
You had to tell your wife, Lovina, about this show.
Sam's live editing.
Yeah,
Bailey's
the
shooting us
show is
Twitch
going on.
With this gallery in the UK, so there's people.
And
all
everybody
over
learning how to
questions.
make the specials. You're going to see it online how to make it.
I'm gonna get in. Come on out, whatever dress is here for.
Hey, Jocelyn, why you don't come back with Lovina?
Come on back. I think we're on a commercial break.
Right,
so
come
it's all
back
good.
for a second or sometime.
Alright,
Plus,
come
all
on
your
back.
food, all your food, all your soup will
It's
be
all
here too.
live.
I was going to put it in the fridge, even though all it didn't come.
Oh, yeah.
I'll make sure I pour all your soup out away. But you're gonna done just now, so if you come back, you and she could just some good soup.
It already smells great in here.
Thank you. Thank you for having the place smell the right way.
What's up, man?
Hi, Bailey. How's it going?
It's going good.
Perfect. Sorry I'm a little late, guys.
No, it's okay.
You're right on time. This water is gonna overflow.
Oh yeah, it might do that over.
How's the soup coming?
Is this a good time for a recap in the soup process?
Good time for a soup
Right
recap.
now it's the corn, right? And next, after the corn, it's coconut milk, right, Oba?
After the corn, I'm gonna put some coconut milk, you know, and let that boil, and then after I'm gonna start doing the dumplings.
Then the dumplings after?
After the coconut milk is the dumplings
Okay.
and the vegan butter.
Do you need anything?
No, I brought everything.
You brought everything.
Sure.
Sorry, we're a little tight on space, but
That's okay.
coffee, drink. We got all this stuff floating around. So, Oba, do you want to introduce our special guest?
Yeah, this is our special guest and producer, most honorable, and it's a pleasure to have you here cooking with me today. At least I could get to eat something from you finally.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm actually gonna cook with you.
That is so good.
Yeah, I have an idea for us to make something.
Oh God, I like to learn, and that's what. This is going good. This. I already put in all the ingredients like the scallion and the cilantro and the carrots and the beans. They all processing inside of there. Let me show you how it is.
Please. I actually was watching from home. I saw you cutting the scallions.
This is how it is right now.
Oh,
this is the main process in the job. Once that marinate there, it's like it marinating, not just in a fridge, in a hot stove.
Cool.
Once that marinate, this is where I'm bringing in all these ingredients now, and then you're going to taste the whole great, most famous prawns.
Have you made the? You haven't made the dumplings yet, right?
I'm not making it yet. You're going to see how I'm making that. That is America.
And I'm excited.
That is America. That is like you're way back in Egypt, and it's really with them ancestors 3,000 years ago. This is the food.
Yeah.
3,000 years ago, this is the food these people used to be eating. These gods and them, our ancestors.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Full circle.
So I want to finish up this last process. I have 2 more corns. Now clean out there.
You want help with anything?
Yeah, I want help to take out all these things we don't use.
Perfect.
And
Let me
put them
find a
in
little
extra
bag.
bag.
And the professional chef over, right?
Well,
I know, come on, man. I know that.
I cooked a couple of days in my life, but
Yeah.
Use a little trash large.
thank you.
Yeah.
And actually, most of what I did in culinary school was, throw out one husband.
Hey, what's up with Kendall? Why she didn't come?
She'll come if you want her to.
I want her to come.
You want her to come?
Yes.
I'll text her. She can come.
Right, let her come.
She asked me why she wasn't coming.
What?
She said,
Bayley,
am I not a special guest?
Bayley, I petition
The stream's going wild.
Yeah.
They want more
Awesome.
Ann.
Huh?
Love Ann. That's free on the internet.
Wow, that's incredible. All
More
my
Ann. How can we
fans.
get more Ann?
All right, I mean, I just got here,
Let Kendall come, man. What's wrong with you?
Well, we'll tell her.
Yeah. This girl is supposed to be here. She's invited.
Are you telling her, Bayley?
My brother! This is how we just do it together. You see how we're doing it? We're doing it together. Hey, bad man, do me a favor. Light this now, please. Light this.
So I think we're at a commercial break, so we can just take it easy, chat a little bit. We're not at a commercial break.
We're not.
Commercial breaks are boring.
Yeah, skip them. Now you've got all these guests.
I'm going to have more guests by now at 3 o'clock.
I heard.
The clock running up. Hey, Sam, what are you doing there, man? The clock is running up on us.
That's right. You see this stuff?
Thanks very much,
That's
Oh
some
my
of the
God,
new
of
work.
course.
I love to be clean when I'm cooking.
Me too.
When I came here, I don't
They
clean
made
the whole
that
kitchen
cake
pasta.
in England.
I'm not
They
playing
remade
with
it.
that,
They
you
took a
know?
picture, they
I
made it
totally
together,
know.
like I
Yeah,
said.
I'm a clean freak.
Clean.
In London, they made- we're
I
there.
learned from you when we went to that to
that patty spot or whatever, the jerk chicken place.
Yeah.
On the way back from the
You
beach.
know I was
About those
skeptical.
clean hands.
holiday.
Yeah, you have
Ended up not being a good
This
company.
wasn't that good.
Try and out him. I'm not gonna say the name.
What on my pot?
We'll find him
Extremely clean. Yeah, it's extremely clean.
I just scrub that and I don't play with that now.
Yeah?
And I don't, my pot, anybody use my pot and then scrub it, I will never give them it again. Please.
I understand.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
I
I
want you
feel
some
happy.
clean stuff to use also, don't worry.
I know, use a clean woman. When you finish here, baby, all you gotta do is to try and contact Kendall.
Alright, I'll call Kendall.
Yeah, let that girl come over here, we need her.
We
Say,
need
girl,
her.
we need you.
Here, I'll call her. I'll put her on speakerphone. You can talk to her.
Yeah, I like that. That's what they call a soldier. This is what they call a soldier. Sam,
Let's get her in the horn.
you taking notes? This is why I call a soldier.
I completely understand.
Don't play. As I say, this is it. She said, no, I gotta call that girl, boy.
Well, let's see if she answers.
She must answer you.
What if they're watching?
You never know.
You never know what this girl could be going through.
You do not.
I don't want to stop the people sink, you know?
I understand.
I can't pay for that.
Uh-oh.
She gonna call back.
Yeah, she'll call us back.
Hey, who put this cup here?
Not me. Some kind of saboteur.
Yes. Must have been.
What are your thoughts on that cup, Oba?
It's not supposed to be there.
It's dirty? It's dirty?
It's dirty and it's not supposed to be there while I put it.
Oh. Hey. Kendall.
I know she will call.
Yeah, guess what?
Did you call me on accident or on purpose?
I called you on purpose. Oba is here and also is furious that you're not here. Well, you are now.
I want to talk to her.
Here, talk.
Hey, Miss Kendall.
How are you?
I'm beautiful, Miss Kendall. And how are you, Miss Kendall?
I'm good. Just working away at school.
How was your Thanksgiving, Miss Kendall?
Good. How are you? How's the soup?
I'm okay, but I'm not that okay because I want you to be here.
Because you're mad at me that I'm not there.
You need to come here.
Where are you? Are you at your house?
Yeah, at my house I'm having a cooking TV show and you should see it online, but don't study online. I want you to come in person. You have to make it. You have to make it, Miss Kendall. This is some, yeah, this is something very nice too, and you have to come and get some of this gorgeous soup that you could take home.
I want that soup.
Well, if you want the soup, you will come.
Okay.
Right, I know, baby. That's my girl. That's my girl, boy. I will see you in our time.
So, are you coming?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, since you can't, I'm gonna bring over the soup for you. I'm going to the fridge frozen for you.
I'll bring you some soup. You got it. Have fun at school. Watch us on Twitch.
And I hope
I've been talking about you most of the time.
It was so funny. It was in a bar. Another person we know. Both people knew Oba, but they didn't know each other.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know she was
I want to send you food for you, but remember, after school, we have to link up. We have a lot of things to talk
I
about.
like work with the camera on this.
But the same.
Yeah, we can get rid of it.
No, same exact thing. She was in the room at the bar. She was just like a background extra in the bar.
No.
We would like to.
That's crazy.
No, you know.
I know.
That's crazy.
It was
It's
down
food
there.
and-
Oh, that smells nice. When Ann, when are you gonna cook your thing?
Whenever it makes sense.
It makes sense now.
Yeah? You don't want to do the dumplings now?
No, I'm going to do the dumpling. Dumpling take a little while. Just had to go
This
in.
takes 2 seconds, so it
No
can
rush.
happen at any time. And it's mostly just about watching us make cool
People are talking about Batman now in the
It's
chat.
a really hard version of it.
On the internet.
All right.
They're talking, they want to see Batman.
Bailey.
See this?
Yep.
Let's see this corner. Today's a big day for me. Yeah. Hello, this is Mr. Oba. Oh, beautiful, my angel baby is here. Of course, Steve, go and get her. All right, baby.
Assistant.
This is how we supposed to live, boy. Happy.
Yeah, man.
I like that t-shirt, man. Where you got that t-shirt from?
You give me.
Fucking t-shirt is bad,
Man,
boy.
you give me,
This guy made an empty metal t-shirt, Bailey. What's wrong with you? This guy's wearing the most highest t-shirt.
The purest.
It's nicer though. I'll send one for my boy too.
No, man, it's comfortable. It's material
And it's
rich.
It's rich and
Material rich.
Yeah. I put on a traditional. I look at my traditional clothes today.
Great.
Everybody tell me I look like the most king. I said, wow. I said, thank you. Hey, baby, I love when you come. You gonna cook together?
Yeah, of course.
Love you all.
I love you too. You do?
Yeah.
What kind of things do you think about me?
I think nice things about
It's just relaxing.
So pleasant. So nice. The energy so good.
Thank you very much.
Love it.
What's going on?
Billy, I want to put in this corn. You want to film it?
Yeah, everybody's chilling. Do you want to be in the movie or not?
How was your weekend?
Okay.
It's all right, you know. It's nothing earth-shattering.
East, west, north, and south.
We're ready.
So the corn's going in now.
This is the corn. Everything cut up equal like a computer. Equal like a computer. You want to know if it's a computer cut this corn or a machine. No machine, just hard work. And not cutting your fingers.
And what about Steve's favorite part?
Huh?
What about Steve's favorite part?
Steve, I don't know what
Steve, what's your
Steve's
favorite
on a
part?
commercial break.
What is my favorite part?
You told me that
Steve is a lawyer. That is
coconut was your
This guy's a lawyer.
Are we ready for the coconut?
Yes, I'm ready for the coconut.
Can we get that flowing?
Yeah. And come and see how this thing,
Oh, yes, please.
how we just create it with corn soup. You see, you can't put too much water.
Okay.
It will take longer.
But it's like
And so I put less water.
Cheers by the bathroom.
How much water is that?
And whatever's stuck.
3 days. Outside there.
Yeah. Because people are like,
Are you going to add more later?
Get a spoon over there for me.
From where?
Yeah, just now we're not finished this. Get us, look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First.
the wash
Just turn
and
it
rinse
to the
cut up
side.
corn into
From
that big
below.
bowl. I always feel like that bowl is necessary.
And look at the beans when you bring it up.
And the potatoes are still
When you bring
soaking
up, look
too.
at the beans.
Remember.
See the beans burst.
Oh yeah.
It's
Still
cooked.
soaking.
What kind of beans?
Yellow beans.
Yellow beans.
Yeah.
That is gonna cook it together with this for about a little while after throwing the coconut milk, and then we go have corn soup to eat. In about the next half an hour we have the corn soup.
Oh wow. How long does it take to make the dumplings?
Not long.
No. Because they're just hand formed, right?
Hmm?
Just hand formed.
Your hands have to be, your fingernails have to be short like mine, and your hands have to be clean. And
You gotta show us
you
your
can't do
nails
this thing
and-
without gloves, but everything has to be washable.
No, it's fine. Don't worry. I'm not wearing any gloves.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, this is a different type of thing I use here now. This, you might find this is funny, but this is
What?
This is for the dumplings.
Oh really?
Yeah, this is for the dumplings. That is one of the greatest recipes too. This is what I use in the dumpling. This simple thing.
You want the lid?
The dumpling going together with this a ginger dumpling today, boy. Today we eating lovely. Hey, my brother, I'm glad you come and look for me today. We're gonna eat lovely, and we're gonna go upstairs. We're gonna have a special type of weed upstairs for you. Yeah. You need it, huh? All right, let me finish up this and go upstairs. We go upstairs and get that good weed we have there for you. I have something for Layla too. Layla have to come. She said she's coming.
If she's watching, maybe you should tell her she should come.
Layla, you have to come. It's an emergency.
It's like a pledge-a-thon where you just like call out people live.
Everybody.
It's like only the people watching.
Everybody that can come.
I don't send that cup. This cup from Sweden. This is a Viking cup.
I think it might be from Denmark.
Gorgeous.
I don't send that for me, boys. This is one of my favorite cups. This reminds me of the Holy Grail. Okay, I wash
This is
the
your water
ginger.
cup. No, but here, give me something like empty cup.
Empty cup.
Give him a nice glass, man. What's wrong with you, Steve?
Can I get one too, actually, now?
Steve, you have this is an exclusive place. You have some expensive glass. Give us the most expensive glass you have. Give us the most expensive glass you have.
Alright, here you go, here you go.
Yeah, of course. The finest glass you have, please.
That one actually needs to be washed.
Okay, alright. So
That was put there in haste this morning. That one is clean, but I'll wash it again.
I can watch it.
Alright, no, I got it. Just, where's the,
Go ahead, my brother. And I have to do I do some grating. And can you pass me that glass bowl?
Yeah,
that's my special bowl. You know, all these special. And how you like my next piece? All these are mine. This is special, right? These are gorgeous. Take one. I will take one for Kendall.
Here's another one.
Right. And this, I like all these things.
This is beautiful.
I like nice stuff.
Where'd you get this?
I don't know about 20 years now.
We got this for 20 years.
I only like exclusive stuff.
Gorgeous.
I belong to my exclusive stuff.
I believe it.
Right.
I love this
Oh,
pen.
boy.
That's for writing on the recipe.
Yeah. They told me to take one and make time.
Batman, what do you need? Okay. Just a little bit.
Is the door open?
There might be somebody at the door calling me now.
It was just open when I came in.
Yeah. It might be closed again. Alright. So those should be
Have you been writing down the recipe? Have you been writing down the recipe?
Yeah. Like, that's like not really a recipe.
We're working hard over here. I don't want to distract you.
I like
It's like around half a bag of potatoes.
down there and in the back too.
Batman, do you want to get in on the show at all? Do you want to talk about like how you and Oba met or art collaboration?
See if I can piece it together.
If the spirit moves you.
Hey, Alex.
Yeah.
wow, it smells amazing.
How are we? Great to see you. Congratulations on your short, I saw.
Oh, thank you.
Wait, what happened?
A short shot is now up on Criterion.
Oh, sick. Let's put this back underneath.
My brother. Listen, we's cooking today. You know that, right?
I want to learn.
I called Kendall. She's going crazy right now.
Kendall, is she coming?
She's mad. She can't come. She's mad. She's
bet.
mad. But
And who's our special guest?
Who's our special guest? This is Alex Ash, our
What up, y'all?
cinematographer. Oh, yeah.
I had to come through and learn how to make this soup. Man.
this is Gwen.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Very important to all of us.
Absolutely.
The kitchen is empty.
Very special because this is
Well, I'm still here.
Gwen, how you like the picture?
Yeah, sure.
It's insane, right?
Somebody's in it, like.
What's up, man?
It wasn't until
East, west, north, and south.
This is you're making the dumpling right now.
Yeah, this is one of the most incredible things. As an artist too, cooking is one of the greatest art in the world. It is the greatest art in the world. Right? And this is all the nourishment we are going to deal with now. I want to wash it on one side so that way I don't have no dirty stuff
But they
around.
do have videos, they made like
And this is so nice. Oh my God, I love this bowl. I had this bowl I was 20 years. I just break one day. It's so nice. Put it back here.
Another hour and a half on the street.
Perfect.
I want to go to break, Steve.
Should we keep it there?
So
yes.
Does the soup itself almost have everything in there that's going in there?
It not almost. It have everything in there that have to go in there. Okay. And what else to go in there now is a dumpling, and then after that you're gonna have soup to drink.
So I think it's the coconut, yeah?
All right. And the coconut milk, I'm gonna put it in now.
Coconut milk and then
Rasta.
Yeah.
Ginger dumpling, not the average. You know?
Not ordinary dumplings. Because a dumpling you never had in your life. You never had ginger dumpling, right?
Well, I've had this soup, but you didn't make
You
it
ever
with
had
the
ginger dumpling in your life?
See, there's variations.
Well, something you're gonna have now. My baby always cook some nice food for her. She's special. I always make sure she get good food. Hey, today you're taking home food for you and when to eat tonight.
Why didn't I'm here, Over?
Huh?
Why am I here?
Don't worry. Hey, listen, let's go to a big party. Organize another rich party like we did the other day. I like that smart house. Yeah, that smart house. I go in and get locked. I get locked in the bathroom.
What house?
A house he take me in. I get locked in the damn bathroom. I couldn't turn on
I'd love to
the
know
water
more.
in the smart house.
Actually, yeah.
It kind of freaks him out.
I'm not kind of a friend of a friend's house. But yeah, I can bring it up.
Yeah.
We can get into the smart house? Yeah. Okay.
Hey, it's
I'd love to
insane.
test these bathrooms out.
Hey, the woman bedroom, right? Open. And when they try
We
to
just
go,
figured out what he was talking
like
about.
if they try, and he's trying to go towards the bedroom to see if you can get in, the door slide across without nobody. That's the greatest. I'm telling you, she bedroom open, all kind of expensive thing in there.
They
You
can open
can't go in. The door come across and lock. And the bathroom, you have to be able to use the pipe. You have to be able to press. It's a digital house. It's insane.
Absolutely.
It's totally insane.
How did you get out of the bathroom?
I don't want to be in that house by myself. But I like the house and I like how the woman, she said I live by myself, so I have to have everything computerized.
Yeah.
She's scared because she's a designer or something. What kind of job that woman do? She's a designer, right?
We'll get you in there for like an air segment.
She's smart.
That's the kind of job.
Yeah.
Are you using a knife to open the coconut milk?
Yeah. I do that shit in a knife.
Oh, wow.
Because it's just a pour.
Cool.
I don't have time to.
I know, I was about to be like, Steve, where's the can opener? But I don't have any more questions.
Nah, I have a can opener right here, my knife.
We don't need it.
This small knife cook this whole pot of soup.
Yeah?
I can't use a big knife.
No.
You can't. It's an art. You have to be a real artist. Hey, Alex, I would take you upstairs by me to see some of my work.
Oh, I'd love to.
Come on, stop lying.
Shut up. Wait, but first though, I do want to find out what did I miss so far.
Okay. Recap.
And you ain't got no covet. You're good. Last time you had covet, I was up in your ass and I didn't get second up.
When we were at the beach?
Yeah. It was no leaving you. The covet is no leaving you and I was with you.
Hi. There's too many people talking right now.
When it was on the beach, the cover is now leaving you. And I was with you and I ain't catch you because I have faith in myself. I could be around you if you're sick. I will take care of you little son if you're sick. Trust me. I ain't scared of nobody. Alright, this one, we're gonna throw in the coconut milk. This is how it's going in. Just throw it in like that.
So how long has this been going already?
It's been going on for about 2 hours already. I tell you, it take 4 hours to cook this pot of soup. You wouldn't believe it. 4 hours. We tried to do it fast today, but I use less water.
At like 11-ish?
Yeah, 11:30.
This should just take a while.
It's 1:40.
So it's just water right now, or is it stock?
It's ingredients, not just water.
I mean,
I started with water. Well,
The water make up the ingredients, but right now, if this is the real soup coming here, you want to taste soup. Trust me. It looks like it's ordinary shit going on, but it's going to be right.
Oh no, I know.
how many
I know
servings
what
is
this
this, do we think?
You see, that's the thing that I'm like with the recipe, you can kind of like.
Do you want to do a full recap, Alex, for other Alex?
But like mine.
Does like everything that's in there? Did that all go in at once, or did it?
No, it can't go in at once. It has to go in a certain time.
So what do you start with?
I start with the beans.
Beans first.
The peas, you gotta burst that peas.
Yellow split peas.
Okay.
They have the recipe right down there. So you can get it.
Well, there's the ingredients. We're just trying to get the order of operation.
Well, you have to start with the peas first, and after the peas and the garlic.
Okay.
Like the two most ingredients that have to go in one time, the peas and the garlic. And when that bursts, then you start to add the scallions.
And they just go in, the peas and the garlic go in with water?
Together with water.
Okay.
This is gonna
Do you
make
saute anything before you get to the water?
No,
You
because
don't like saute the garlic?
this is like is a fresh, this definite soup you're making. It's not like you do fish and have to marinate it. This marination come one time. You have to put in
Everything just goes in together.
but not together.
But I mean, it like layered in the water. Okay,
That's cool.
And
but eventually you're gonna taste the best soup in the world. So let us cook. You see, start a bubble over there, right?
Yeah.
Once I cover this whole thing is gonna bubble. Then after that, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna put in the dumplings with the vegan butter.
Okay.
With no animal product.
Totally.
No animal product in this soup because for years I sell this soup on Flatbush. My boy come in and check me. He loved the soup because you know why? He said, Oba, you're one of the greatest. I wanted you to come out a long time. Where you from? I said, I'm from Trinidad. He said, I'm from Jamaica. Me and he become the best of friends till nobody could come there and do that to the mess. Whoa!
The soup. No.
Yeah!
One night I leave him and I drive home and police pulled me over, you know? Me and my friend and we like, I was drinking Taylor Port.
Yeah.
Both of us have 2 glasses drinking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, yo man, we just I come from the soup man and we just after I drink and I drink some soup, I myself, the soup jet, the rest with the beard. You say, yo, go.
Yeah, the police and all of them, they
Police
respect
say,
me.
yo, let's go.
I never get searched. I said it for about 10 years. I never get searched by police. I never get harassed. I got harassed with bad boy come try to rob me already, but they couldn't rob me. That the only harassed. One time I leave my big painting, my Haile Selassie for 2 days.
Yeah.
Hang up there and I forget it. Cause I was so, and then the winter come. Yeah. When I go back to the thing, watching me straight, and it's after tell people will thief, but they could not touch it that time.
Monday, leave it to Sunday. Monday was a busy area, Flatbush and church.
Yeah, boy. And all the original people coming right there and getting soup. Uber. Wasn't Uber yet. When they realized my name was Uber, they say, oh, we can make a company called Uber.
What was it before Uber?
Nothing.
Never exist.
What was it before Uber?
Nothing.
So it's nothing and then Uber and then
They take my name and put it in a car company, but I didn't have my name on the board paper, otherwise I'll sue them.
Gotcha.
But you know I don't have that name on the board paper, I didn't go with my riches. Otherwise I say, no, me and you that make money as a lawyer.
So yeah,
So does all of the
yellow split cheese and ginger for a while.
I can.
And the
garlic. So there's ginger and garlic in there? So does all of the salt come from
right on the ground there, boy?
Adobo is the only salt.
I just saw it stay right there. You come and check me. Listen, this guy, almost dead. I still right there.
And that goes in when all of this, oh, no adobo or peppers and onions.
And the split.
You stayed still?
The yellow ones, but these red ones go in last.
He said they're going last, but like, yeah,
I get bounced down.
And he hasn't put any sugar in yet. It says brown sugar here.
Because the brown sugar should be the
Oh. So this is like all the ingredients for both the soup and the dumplings.
Yeah.
So right now there's no ginger
Yeah,
in the
the
soup. The ginger's all for the dumplings.
I remember I heard somebody saying he's dead, he's dead, he's dead.
I'm trying to also sort this out. So did I hear this is the only salt?
Seems like that's the only salt.
Everything.
And that hasn't even gone in
I take
yet.
my heart out of my body.
It's just fresh
You was
ingredients.
right there.
Only the
I
fresh
take my heart out of my body
ingredients
like this.
and
I don't have a heart no
which
more.
is-
And stop my heart from beating.
Yeah.
And the crime hospital. I said, that's it. After that, you just hold it like. I realized that man, I said, oh, you jump on in front of temptation and you cannot get up. I said, you certainly can get up. I say you want to get up and you guys you up for business. I say I'm not getting up.
So is it cilantro and culantro?
Yes. Yeah,
Culantro?
the big wide
Yeah,
ones
the big
and the
ones.
normal ones and parsley.
Wine is good,
And
boy.
so
Wine
right
is
now
for
what's
kings to
in
drink.
there
Corn,
is corn, garlic, yellow split peas, cilantro, culantro, carrots, parsley, and
Peppers.
the red pepper. Yeah.
And thyme.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A bundle of thyme, rubber band together, in the bottom that comes out later.
Potato there.
That makes
Like a
much
bouquet.
sense.
But that's like,
That's the extra. That's the special flavoring.
That makes sense though, so that you don't get the...
yeah, so you can just pull it out.
Oh, God.
Yeah, otherwise you're just
You use like the cooking.
if you wanted to do that. Other people would do it if you put it in cheesecloth, so you actually don't lose the flavor. You would wrap it in like a little sack and tie it.
Okay.
Called a bouquet.
East, west, north, and south. Wait till this pot boy. I'll need about 20 minutes to this pot boy. I have a lot of stuff to put in there still, but I have to wait for this to cook.
But you don't bring it to a boil until after you add the coconut milk?
After I have the coconut milk, like I add it right now, I have to wait on this to boil still.
Okay.
Otherwise, I will not do nothing. I have to wait.
But we were boiling it earlier.
But it doesn't boil?
It doesn't matter.
So there's a few stages.
It
of
don't
boiling it.
matter.
Yeah.
It depends on
you bring it down.
Because he just added more
You're popping the beans?
Yes, you cannot be boiled when you're
Watch
cooking.
the first 2.5 hours live stream, then you'll know what's
Let's start
going
over.
on.
Alright.
Is there going to be a total archive of this?
It's going to be totally
You want a
fine.
supercut?
It's gonna be a series.
Hey, these people want to show you everything one
We're gonna do this like
time.
one
This is very rich.
I just
and
chill
make
and
something
smoke.
for
That's stages, bro.
What about, it's omelet time.
Yeah, you want to make an
Omelet
omelet?
time.
Stages.
During the break, we got a little
Oh,
omelet.
there's also scallions in there.
Omelet tutorial. All the veggies going in.
Because
But this is going to be the dumpling.
Ginger dumpling.
That smells so good.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and move this. Same piece. Okay. No. I'm gonna try and go overhead for the omelet.
All right. Is the corn all cut in these like discs?
He cut them up there over there.
Like a computer, just.
This.
Perfectly equal.
Yeah, like this, yeah. Like about a quarter.
But no corn gets cut off of the
No.
cob. It's all on the disc.
Cut on it, yes.
Yeah, on it.
Gotcha.
Is it like, that's the thing about it too.
Just like
Once
chocolate.
it's in there,
You could go
it's in there
whatever,
for so
whatever
long,
size
you
you
can
want.
just eat the whole
You
thing.
could go like this thin, whatever size. Just one whole corn, you just chop it up.
I wanna.
Whenever eat this nowhere in the world. Like nowhere in the world, whenever eat this
They're
dumpling.
interesting for
Like
sure.
there's nowhere else.
Touch your head.
And so the ginger dumpling is scallion, ginger,
Oh, but you're gonna come do this with me?
cilantro.
There's like some cilantro in there too.
Yeah.
Because he, and celery too.
Alright,
Because
how
he
to
just
do
left
this?
leftover or one.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Yeah, whenever you're
Nobody
ready,
have
baby.
time to
Yeah, let me
I'll tell you all about it.
interest into a dumpling. People just get flowers and just be,
These are the one in the garbage. Alex, just put these in the garbage.
Yeah, I got it.
Yes.
Trying to see how. Where are you gonna stand, Anne and Oba?
Well, so I think what.
Right by the stove.
Yeah, I mean.
You have to stand by the stove to do this.
I know that.
Yup.
So what?
So much like
Oh, a couple of.
No, it's fine.
and plus as a black man, yeah.
I think actually.
I just want to see what you guys are doing. I don't want to block it.
I'm gonna try to. Can I move this for a minute?
Yeah.
That music part of
So we
it.
can keep everything where we can see it. What it's basically gonna be, so you
Yeah.
can see, is like a little bit of fried rice.
Yeah.
Here. And then an omelet, and then
Can I
that goes on
go?
top.
Can I go even closer?
Yeah, you go wherever you want it.
No, I'm crazy.
You have to
I'm
cut up
crazy.
anything like season.
So if you want to, I brought stuff if you want to put it in your fried rice.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll make one and then you can make
With a
one.
sun god, like,
Yeah.
whenever
Do that?
this
Or you wanna go
more
first?
like lighter than this.
You want me to go
Like,
first?
You want to?
Yeah.
You can, from what you just saw, could you do that?
I could do that.
Complexion.
Alright.
Just because.
So the way that,
Alright, can you switch it over? Alright, so what are you guys cooking?
we're making omu rice. It's a Japanese omelet for fried rice.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 It's like really popular in Japan, like Western style Japanese diners. And it's a classic corn soup accompaniment. What's that?
I want to show you how I want to do it.
Yeah, you do it. You go first, and then I'll
I'll
show
do
you.
it in my own way. I will try to follow the recipe what I see.
Do you want me to show you?
You go first, yeah. You go first.
I want to do it.
You want to do it? Okay.
I want you to do it after. So if your taste better.
Yeah, you got it. Okay, you go first.
Yes, yours.
You have to make rice first, and then put it on that plate, and then you put an egg, you
Don't
put an omelet
worry.
over it.
First thing I'm gonna do is to cut up what I have to use.
Yeah.
I will cut up my seasoning.
Yeah, you cut up your seasoning.
Alright, dice form.
I brought you some vegetable oil. I brought you rice already. There's also, I brought salt and pepper. If you want some salt and some pepper. And I'm gonna crack this egg.
Because it's flat.
Full.
The
pot stays covered.
Hey, bad man, you are the best meat to smoke in the world. When I finish here, I got done here, I want to break. It's Sam. Nobody give me a break, Sam, boy. Sam, you're not feeling sorry for me? Hey, you call Rosetta?
Yeah, she's working.
She's not gonna come?
Everything's content at 6, yeah.
That's a problem.
That's what we're gonna do.
Probably when in 2017 when I went to Salvador, I took out my snacks because
Tell me went on the pyramids and they tell you come down. She went to the pyramids and they tell she come down, she's not supposed to be up there.
I went down on the Mayan, like one of the Mayan.
That she tribe. She's a Mayan. They say come down from there. They nearly lock her up. Yeah. It's very important, that pyramid, boy. They say, how you reach there? She said she reached too far.
I went far up and I was running up.
You're a native. You deserve to go far. You're one of them people. What's wrong with them? That's your culture. You will tell me I can't go there. Man, I'm going anywhere in my place.
Can I season these eggs for you?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay, baby.
Oh God, I can't see it.
It's just a little thumbs up.
The other place.
Yeah, you could cook any day, again. Yeah, you could cook any day. You could cook any day, boy.
Is that right?
You want to get something? This.
Just a little
I always like a great when I cooking, boy.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't play with that, baby.
I'm excited to see how this comes out.
It's gonna come out good. And then you never show me, so I'm gonna just do what I want to do and do the right thing.
No, yeah, do whatever you want to do.
What do you make?
He's going to make fried rice and an omelet just from, he watched the Tempopo video.
Oh, okay.
And he's going to try to do it from the side.
Okay.
And then I'll make it. And I think that's about right.
Exactly. So, hold on. Does all of the salt in the soup come from the adobo and the
Yes, that's it. No more salt. I don't like salt. I don't like salt. Salt is to preserve, not to eat every minute. But the seasoning, the ingredients is with the herbs. The herbs is what bring the taste in the soup. All the different variety. I use a lot of herbs in that soup, no? That's not just corn, no. Otherwise you will never make that soup.
It's culantro,
It's a lot of herbs, a lot of different herbs.
Yeah, thyme.
And everything is like, it has to do in a timing. It depends on the timing you're used to make it really come out very good.
Let me see. I'm gonna see with the.
What do you think if I make my fried rice at the same time? Because I'm not going to add anything to mine.
It's like, yeah, that's vegan butter.
Okay.
No hydrogenated.
I'm going to make mine right now.
Okay.
Do your thing.
Where you going?
You want beer, water, wine, tea.
But you're coming back? Yeah. I go freeze it for you all because I know everybody busy. Today's Sunday. And your parents, tell them I say I love them. Right? And I go have yours home. I know get the containers. Sam, I get them containers or no before this place closes or no. Otherwise I go have to leave here to go and get it. I need all those containers and them.
Is this
no, the place where it closed, 99 cent store sell them. Plastic containers. That one on the...
But I guess it is, yeah, it's just, there's just
Send Steve it. So Steve could get us first. Right? Take care, baby. Alright, take care. Alright, take care.
Yeah, I know, you gotta have this.
You do have to have it.
You can't tell me nothing now. You can't do it.
Okay, this is my stuff here.
That's yours?
Right.
Do you want to stop me? Do you want to go ahead?
You want me to go ahead?
I don't care.
All
I'm
right.
just going to make something. You can make your fried rice first. I'll take that.
Yeah, I'm going to make it small because I have enough seasoning here.
Yeah?
That you could get some in it too, right?
Yeah, go for it. I'll make my effort super fast.
All right.
There's salt and pepper here if you want them.
I want a little bit of this.
That's just a little oil if you want to take it.
Yeah. I need a little bit more oil. This is
There's
it. This
oil
is
in that, yeah.
Man, I want to come out nice. Especially now. So imagine, you're missing that every day for how many years?
Okay, cool. I'll go in a few. And, wait, after this,
Yeah, after this one.
It's basically just like water and flour and like the
chicken butter.
And
system.
You just like, it's like, you just
It looks
squeeze
like
like a
a
mold of
spread
the
pan.
inverse of your hand. It's like negative space.
Don't worry.
Crazy.
Could you imagine if I was just with oil?
Try that.
Yeah, that's what most of my clothes do. Yeah. Will you tell us what you're putting in your rice?
I put in garlic. I always cook with garlic.
A little bit of a chef of mystery sometimes.
Yeah. I put my
I
garlic
mean,
there.
I'm already learning something.
And my garlic inside of
Before
there.
you add the potatoes, you let them soak in water.
I soak it in water because the way it get black. Because you see the part that not hit in the water is getting black. The water is to make it stay clear so your food will look pretty. You don't want food looking black or like me.
Have you been?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, we cut those potatoes, we skin them. You guys help out with that a little bit?
You skin potatoes.
And you're fully on board with that. Peel them rather.
Yeah? I already have ginger in here, brother, and garlic.
Garlic. And you put the adobo on there, right?
Yeah, this is like a different thing. This is not a corn soup, no.
No, that's something else.
No, I don't.
That's what I thought. I was like, that looks
That's an
different.
omelet. This is an omelet.
Yeah, this is the omelet.
That looks different.
But I never make it, and I showed them I could do it.
You never make it, but yeah, I did it live right now.
Yeah.
No, once you can cook and you know, you can do anything.
Anything you want.
You can make anything.
Just kind of like the Rotterdam thing, kind of like
Good though.
changes things.
This is how I can really cook until in a boutique way.
Oh, now we have to like do sound. Then we have to, like,
When you smell it, you know alone.
streamline it.
But this guy cooking it, it's nice.
Also, like, and go
Yeah.
Powerful taste.
there at some point. I don't know when it's.
We got a what's up, Oba, on the chat from Joe. J.O. What's up,
Joe
Oba?
Miller Gamble.
Tell Joe to come over.
I'm gonna go get cups for the soup.
Tell Joe to come over. Hey, listen, don't tell me we do not cooking show and nobody not going to show you. Don't tell me all them never invite all them nice friends around, all them never invite nobody, but all them really ridiculous. You know something? All they have friends and nobody is not coming. Nobody is not coming, none of all their friends. That's not nice.
People are coming.
No.
Yeah.
Sarah is not here. Sarah ain't calling.
Sarah wants to call in.
She didn't call. Nah, she didn't talk to me, so that's it.
Well, she's been messaging.
She had no cause to do that. Those Zach is not coming.
Yeah. They got a thing until 5. Yeah.
If they're not coming, it's Sarah have to come.
When would that be?
Pretty soon, probably.
All right.
Or 6.
I would think that it would probably have to be after. The eggs right here. But you know, you make the rice first, and then you want this? You make rice. This is for the rice.
Right.
Oh yeah, the rice is prepared. Oh, this is going in your eggs? I see. I'm doing rice, and then I'm going to do eggs just by themselves over top. This was for the rice. Alright, cool. Yeah, you do it that way.
I doing the rice to get all the eggs like a, it's gonna be like a burrito.
Yeah.
But it's so gonna be so.
I can't wait to see it. Actually, the original version of Ami rice is that it's a thin layer of eggs.
Yeah, I know.
Only because of that movie they started doing it.
That smells too good?
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel like I remember part of that, like,
Are you getting back?
and like,
They slice it.
This
Yeah,
is-
'cause it's like
This
baby.
is how I, this is how I do it in my
Yeah, show me.
version.
In your vision, yeah.
Your country, I should not say that. No, you should not say that. Don't support that.
Honestly, I think it's going to be
That's all it is.
Because that's like the future that the world has a little bit.
It's just a different version, but you're gonna like it,
I'm
right?
definitely going to like
And
it.
teaching omelet kind of surprise.
I wouldn't say I'm teaching anything.
But
But I did
Both
bring
teaching
stuff.
and-
Yeah. Oba's teaching me how to make the thing I brought to teach him.
I get to learn these things off of my own knowledge in my country,
Absolutely.
and I adore that.
Yeah, have a good one.
And then you realize,
Yeah,
Did you have a lot of conversation?
Yeah, there we go.
better than you
Can't believe I understand.
No, we were just, drinking.
You
and
love
showing
experience, you
partying.
can tell them.
Cool.
It's been a good weekend
No,
for
it's
hanging
the
out.
country
Did you
where
end
it's
up
in
going
the
to that
country
show
where
that Ash played?
Tell her that crap.
No.
I did.
Don't believe
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I'm getting hungry.
Boxing inside.
Yeah.
All these smells.
Does it make you really hungry?
I want to go.
It's actually really fun.
So
No,
coming,
I-
it's
I-
coming, it's coming, it's coming.
Where's the rule right
Whoa.
That soup is looking insane.
Yeah.
It's not soup anymore.
I would love to come, but I have to be at the gallery today. Joe.
You would love to come? Who's it? Who's that speaking?
Joe.
What you said?
Has to be at the gallery today.
Oh, the gallery don't want much, much more. Not much more, 1.6 kilo.
Must be. That's some. Is that a ring, Oba?
Yeah, but I don't answer the phone once I cook in. Whoever calling me, I have to wait.
Oh, Sarah. Oh, she coming?
Yeah.
Whoa. Nice, nice. Favorite.
I have a feeling this is going to
I know that. That's why I tell she can come and marry her.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, of
This is
course.
just like soup, the egg.
I want you to taste piece of this
I
I'm
will say
making
this,
here.
this side actually makes a lot of sense for the soup dumpling.
Oh
For
man,
the
Ross, you're the best of everything you do, man. Look at that. Nobody make omelette like that.
Serious
Nobody make omelette like that.
Serious shit, yo.
Yeah, man, nobody do that.
You have to do things petite when you're doing it. And the kind of ingredients it have in
Yeah,
it,
man, yeah, man.
kind of ingredients is so good.
Nobody.
What are you putting on there now? Pepper?
A little black pepper.
When I eat egg, but when I eat that right now.
Yeah, I'm telling you that shit is good. That's some good shit.
Don't let me want to violate my rules.
Yeah.
I don't eat egg, but I will
You
eat
see,
that.
you see what I'm doing here, right?
That's the best. Oba
Yeah.
teaching people how to cook their recipes. People are going wild online about the omelet right now.
I bet they are. This is it. I'll say this
Sizzle.
is exactly how I saw this in my head.
Sizzle.
Yeah.
What you gonna do again? You gotta cook when you're cooking.
You gotta cook when you're cooking?
Yeah.
I think this will be a nice little appetizer for everyone.
I'm very hungry.
And I heard Bayley say, are you hungry? Over you're playing games and just cooking thing. Are you hungry?
It's just been for hours.
Oh, take it easy, man.
Like
Cooking is that thing you have to have patience.
Absolutely.
I used to cry for food when I was growing up. When my mother taking long to cook. I used to be crying. This is taking it easy.
Oh, but people are literally drooling on their keyboards right now.
Stop lying, Steve. You know, don't lie to me, man.
I'm just reading the chat out.
I'm 100% gonna go home and make this.
Yeah.
You see how much time I flip it? I pay to get cooked good.
Yeah.
Everything has to cook so good. And then I go do one more stage with. I want to load it.
Alex, can you read out what that says?
Can you load this on?
What?
Load it. One of them
Lower it?
stories on.
Yeah, you got it.
I don't know what else.
Load.
Who he's talking
I did. I just took it so long.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Okay. With the lid.
That's how I was.
Seal that.
Yeah, you got to. What's wrong with you? You got to marinate that shit. You see?
Yeah.
The technique you have to seal it and let it stay the compression.
Absolutely.
Then that come off, I just flip it over. Ready?
That's
ready
it.
for the dinner. I love you.
I love you too,
I was
man.
out in Puerto Rico with you. And I have fun. We gotta go shopping. You know I like to shop.
I'd love to go shopping. But you know what I want to get
Don't go
a plate
shopping
like
with
that.
me. You don't go shopping with me. I'll put
Lobster
you in
plate?
expense. Neither don't go in a restaurant with me. I'll make you spend a lot of money.
That's okay. I'll make all of us have a lot of
Just
money.
yeah. I would order really expensive stuff in the
Like what?
restaurant. I
Like a whole lobster?
From grilled salmon go up.
Grilled salmon is the baseline, and then it goes
Yeah.
up from there. We're eating.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Here's the link.
Eating exotic creature rust.
Mm-hmm.
Are we ready?
You got it?
Yeah, put in some kind of seconds.
Alright.
This is for you to eat.
I'm hungry.
Make sure I cook for you.
Can I dip my chips in it?
I bet you can.
Yeah, you can dip your chip in it when you get it out there. Don't worry, it's coming out just now.
It's coming, smelling good.
Alright.
Smelling good.
There you go, Steve.
Look at this shit.
So Oba, for the corn soup, the last thing we did was throw in the coconut milk, right?
Yeah, that's the last thing I said. The corn soup is in process still. Tell them it's in process.
So copy and paste it, and then you send it to them, and then they click in there.
It's in process.
Anybody can tune in, and if they want to comment, they can. Anybody can tune in, but if they want to comment,
Oba, when it's time to add the potatoes and the orange lentils, does that all go in together, or you still do it one step at a time?
Nah, that going together, brother.
I'd be curious to know about your Twitch handle.
Huh?
It's the first time I went to France. I was just couldn't. I thought it was so funny that their Home Depot is called Leroy Merlin. It's like the big box store, hardware store in France, and it's everywhere. And I just couldn't stop laughing about it.
That's really funny.
Yeah, so that's the origin.
It's a great answer. I had no idea.
Merlin.
What's that? Yeah, if you go to the right. The other way. Yeah, that's up.
you get hungry?
Yeah.
High tech
No, not yet, not yet.
Alright.
Almost there.
Almost.
Can we do Anne's omelet?
You want me to do mine?
You can do the next one soon. Yeah, you can ready to do
Let
it.
me, I'll get myself set up while you're finishing.
Yeah, this is already.
We can have a blind taste test.
Pepsi challenge.
They're gonna be quite different.
We're gonna blindfold you. We're gonna blindfold you.
That's what
I'm
we're
gonna
saying.
taste it.
Yep, Batman and I are gonna leave. We're gonna get cups. We'll come back. We'll taste it,
No, I need those plastic containers.
and then we'll rate it.
The plastic containers.
Yep.
Today is a day we're not selling food, so we want plastic containers so people can take home in their house and put it in the fridge.
Yep.
We want the real containers so people can take home food. But I need a bunch of those stuff.
I keep
Yeah,
big
25.
bowl, big pot.
Yeah, big. No, this is a lot of vegetables.
Can we see how this is doing? I just like to check.
We have all these like others.
No, I don't need cheese. I don't need
Music videos and stuff, or even like filming and so it's just a web.
This is ready.
Oh my God.
This is ready.
Bailey, this is ready.
Now come back.
No, not like that. Not like that.
No, not. I was putting this through the coconut, and
process.
I'm not, don't worry.
It's like a hero.
Hey, load the stove for me, Steve.
Want to make sure he's
Steve, load the
I throw stuff
stove.
in.
Load the stove for me.
How do you mean? Oh, lower it.
Lower it. Lower it. Alright. And this is finished. Tell her this is finished.
Okay. Right here, I'm gonna put that on the table about
And the omelet's ready.
and then we're going for omelet number 2.
Together.
That's omelet 1.
Okay. All right.
And it can just chill there?
Yeah, that could chill there.
Habits are cultural stuff where your bond comes in.
Anya is ready now, right?
I'm getting ready.
You're in process. If you want to move the butter for you.
Sure. Steve, is there a another clean plate I could steal?
Sure.
Pop up here, right above your head.
Sure. I think this American is good too.
Thank you.
Of course. Who are you meeting with, Alex?
Some directors about another project. Yeah, I have to go to a meeting how long are y'all gonna be here?
After a while, you know what I'm gonna do?
The stream stops at 3, and then people probably be hanging for a couple hours. So come on back.
Okay.
If I'll hit you up when I'm done, and if you're still doing your
We'll be here for a while. We're gonna have cups and be chilling, so come back. Or we'll get you some in the freezer.
well, thank you.
We'll get some in the freezer if not. Or get some in Bayley.
Is that ketchup in?
Yeah.
Walk us through this.
I sure will. It's white. Right now it's white rice, little salt and
So
pepper,
the last thing
and
to go in
ketchup,
is the
which is just
the orange.
in the Ami rice tradition, which is like a Japanese egg omelet. It's like inspired by Western food, and so they mix ketchup into it.
Okay.
It's just the traditional way to make it. And then ketchup usually goes on top of the omelet. But this is the fried rice. You can add stuff to it or not. And I'm choosing to not. This is also exactly how they make it in Tempo, which is like my inspiration. We're copying.
Okay.
Unlike Oba.
Oba, are you watching this technique here?
I'm busy. The Egyptian busy over there. Egyptian dog. Raw! Egyptian dog. Raw!
So this is the same from the Tampopo clip.
This is the same thing from the Tampopo clip, which is my favorite movie. And after I saw that scene, I was like, how the fuck did they do that? And then I spent like 2 months with my roommate standing on a chair watching me make eggs and filming it to see if I could figure it out.
Wow.
And now I'm like a quarter of the way there.
I love that.
So it'll be nice for you guys to see my progress.
That's my favorite part.
So those are my
So
eggs.
it's just ketchup and rice?
Yep. That is, and then the eggs go over top of it. You'll see. And then, this is actually not something I got from the movie, but when I was in culinary school, they taught us to make eggs with chopsticks.
And where did you learn this recipe?
From watching the Tampopo movie.
I like Arnold. Arnold's a good girl.
Yeah. Are you watching this?
I was just talking to see you for a second, barbecue. Ann, you special to me, you know.
Look at that shit, Oba. It's just ketchup and rice.
That is good. I could eat that and survive, man.
Look at the chopstick technique.
Oh, don't have beauty. And you know, these are the people you have to be around. Beautiful people who make good stuff. You will not come back. You ain't come back. Your sister on the side of there. Hey Sam, how you doing?
Very different.
And then it should still be like wet inside. There you go.
All right, try it again.
Me?
Next.
Somebody else want to do it?
You want to put it over here?
There it is.
That was fast. Amazing. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Holy shit. Luck. I'll let you know about Eli. I'll put you guys in touch.
Yeah, and let me know. I'm gonna have to follow up on the last few steps.
We can get you frozen and come back. Whatever works. Thanks for stopping by.
Are we doing our omelet taste test?
I want to look at your
Thank you.
Bye guys. Bye Alex.
Hey, Alex, make sure you come back because we're going to be on until about 6 o'clock. Trust me. Well, because we're going to eat. We're going to take at least a couple hours to eat.
Regardless, man.
We cooking. We still cooking. So we're going to be here till evening.
That's what's up.
The main thing is be here doing this thing and come back. Right?
Yes, sir. All right, Peter.
Do you just want me to make you something?
No, I want to try this.
Okay.
Can you guys do it? Oh, are you doing it over the table?
You want it over here?
It might be better right here.
I'm going to put it up there.
Huh? You want them over there? Where?
Where by the sink?
No,
so we can see it just goes, yeah, right, yeah, just goes close to the camera.
Oh,
by the camera.
But this glass had to move.
No, just right there.
Right.
Is there not room?
You go here, I can move the potatoes.
Right now, I send some people.
Nice. Batman just boosted our numbers again.
Yeah, I send some people.
Live and direct.
You sending people.
I love that little cook-off action, or you don't even have to think about it like that. It's just a nice.
Yeah.
Wasn't that fun?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we from a society.
Well, in my mind,
all
I
this
saw
stuff
this
acting up
version
like this.
We
from a good society where we know how to do things.
We know like 90% of the way there.
Well, you guys do. You guys have to.
You do it. I want to hear the notes.
Here, put that on the.
I'd love for you strange people to eat our foods.
Bam.
Wow. This is how we does do this shit.
Bam.
You go wash up, huh?
Uh-huh.
That's why you're
You
here,
need
right?
some forks?
All right.
Wow.
So this is for Badman and Alex, our tasters here. So we're gonna taste and just a little. Oh, then me and Alex and yep. Come on over. How's it? I'm gonna try it. I'm trying a lot. All right.
Wait,
you're it.
I say,
Not just eggs.
no, I say, I don't want to taste. I want people to just take the pictures and thing. I was eating already.
I think we should do it over here though, because the microphone is over here. Let's go over here.
We have to do everything over
I know, that's why I bring it over here. I know how to bring it back over there. Now I bring it back over here. That makes no sense.
We're just screaming for the test.
All right, Steve.
I don't know my taste.
Don't hold back. Well, you have to try it too. Come here.
Super good. Super.
That's right.
Love the fluffy eggs.
S-O-U-P-E-R.
I love the fluffy eggs.
You love the fluffy
I love
eggs.
the rice.
Bayley.
Presentation, like the whole, yeah.
You want to take the camera first?
Just in heaven with this one. Wow. Get the projector in front of the plate. On screen.
Wow.
I'm gonna eat all of
Right,
it. Sam?
Sure.
Sam's starving.
Sam?
Sam is.
Are you supposed to be telling us what you say?
Yeah.
That looks really good.
Really good.
No comments. I still I'll use this.
Yeah.
Yep.
The ketchup is very mild.
Alex is dipping into the other one.
Go light it up now, man. Fuck, man. I'll go with that. I want to have that in my...
No, man, I give more.
I'll end it in 2 seconds.
This is like a
My
pie.
boy is not a carnival.
Egg pie.
Yeah,
Like
give
an
us
egg,
some
like a
for
quiche.
bring the stones to me.
No, you can only have a small piece.
Medium stones and them.
Mama have
Only
them
have
and I
a
bring
small
them.
piece.
Yeah,
That's
medium
good.
stones. It tastes good?
And that ketchup and rice, never done it. It's good. I like it.
All right.
I like it. I'm surprised because I usually don't like ketchup. That's good.
How's this one?
That one's bomb. But like I said, little piece
What'd you
goes
call
a
it?
long way. A little piece goes a long way.
A little piece make it get enough protein
Yeah.
too.
You don't need much.
It's cool. I don't know. That's something I just
Super flavorful for sure.
I do it good.
Yeah, I like it.
Wow. Yeah, it's awesome.
You knocked it out of the park.
I think we should mix them both together.
Yeah. I want a piece in that fight to home in the house. I think I will eat a nice piece in this and that.
Try some of that.
Give me. Hey, where's the containers?
we're gonna go. I'm going next commercial break.
I don't need nothing to eat now. I need to take home. I need to put my thing. Hey, leave this here. Nobody touch this.
Who's is that for?
This is for me. Give me my container now, please.
All right.
Yeah.
When they don't try to be only eating up everything. No way. I had to get something right to take in that crib. Where's the containers?
That's I
Give me my container. I done with that. That's it.
Did everybody get enough to try that one?
Yes, that's it. You can eat the rest if you want. I good with this. And I will take a piece of this. I want them to see.
A little goes a long way of that one.
My little? Shop to see where's the little. This is my little.
Oh, that's what
nice.
I was saying about it.
I love this. I love our meals. Sam, like them don't like this stuff. You remember you used a man could cook. Cook good too? Sam could cook or not? Wow. This is me. This is going in my crib. I don't care. All you could do all you want to the rest.
Oh, we're good now? We can finally eat it?
Yes, all you can finally.
You're taking your portion?
I don't already take what is mine. Come on, I work. All you're supposed to pay me and I work. This is not payment. Come on, give me a break.
That's good. It's good, Oba.
Do you feel happy? This is to take over my crib. I have a crib though. I need food. Anytime I cook here, I need food for inside my house. You getting food to go home too. Yeah. Makaya will get some good food. Say Makaya, don't worry. You got your back.
Here. Who is
Glad
it?
I missed breakfast.
Say hello.
Hello?
Who is that?
Oh my God, Layla girl, I have a big present for you. I love you, baby. Come on, come over, please. Oh my, Bayley, open the door. Bayley, that's your problem.
Steve wants to get her.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
In case Steven go and open the door for Layla. Layla, Bayley coming to open it. He says Steve there, but I don't trust Steve that much, so Bayley's coming. My baby. My baby. Come over, baby. What's going on? Come on, talk to me. How is everything with you?
It's going.
How the smell inside of here? How the smell is in here?
It smells so good.
Come over and eat something. Come and taste some sandwich.
Handmade rice with ketchup.
I just had a slice of
Oh my
God. I just like the I hate to eat so we're never going to talk about this.
Don't talk about no more pizza, please.
Yeah, let's keep filling up, that's it.
Don't talk about that. That's not a food. Come on, let's fix up here. We have corn soup coming up.
We're going to do the dumplings.
Dumplings time.
Yeah, but I want to have my incense around here. But man, this incense is great.
No, I tell him I'm more than a car.
3 minutes left.
Remind me when I leave me, so there's a car.
Alright, dumpling time. We got 30-minute warning until the we keep going and we can stream all day, but
I hope that Bayley just gave me
we gotta stay on schedule.
Okay, this is ready. Alright, so this has the green. There's a big boy job coming up here. This is a big boy job.
Oh, this is the focus cam.
Nice
And this is the zoom right here. Welcome.
Right here. You want to have two?
There. Do that.
Where?
This is what they call cooking, boy. This is a big, massive boy. Hey, Bayley, I'm working. This is what they call a big boy job. This is what they call cooking. This is what they call cooking.
Dumpling time?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna do some dishes.
Oh, I love this song!
Yes!
Oh my God!
You know I know it's time.
Yeah, man, that song is so beautiful.
Where's your sponge over?
Ask Steve. Downstairs here. Downstairs helping me out, baby.
yeah, I know you like it keeps us clean.
Yeah, but I don't fuck.
It's filthy in here.
No, actually, no, it's not.
I know Pablo don't kill cockroach. Pablo never kill a roach in his life. Think we're killing weed.
Wine or water or beer?
This thing is so hot. Be careful, huh?
So we're shooting the potatoes again before we
Oh
you got
Everyone else is drinking wine, so.
I have to mix it. And then my hands touch it, I have to wash everything.
I'm right behind you, Oba, just a heads up, right behind you.
Alright.
Alright. So loud.
It's good.
I just amused it.
I can't.
Yeah.
Okay, so potatoes just
Wait,
went in.
wait.
For those keeping
Potatoes
track at
going,
home.
boy.
The potatoes went in last minute.
Now this, I'm gonna wash this out and put it with water. Hey, Leila, you can see what happened.
I know, I want to see it. Oh, it's over there?
My house, you're gonna see it.
I wanted to show it on TV.
No, you can
After the TV.
because it's in the house table, baby. It's one of the most precious things in the world.
I know.
And I have some for you to smoke.
Sick, because you know what happened last night? I bought a ½ ounce of weed and I lost it immediately.
Oh, God. I have weed for you.
½ ounce.
I have weed for you.
You lost that weed? I can't find it anywhere, man. I lost that weed. It was only $25.
$25 half ounce.
Yeah.
It's like a break.
That's good. It's like so much for bad luck. You know, with the dice, it's like bad luck.
Favorite song.
Oh, God! Hey! I on my own in America. This is so crazy. That's what I'm going to show now. It's like I'm checking for my
They're lying.
Be careful how well.
It's so hot.
Yeah, you really got
It
it.
gets
So, I want to
We're gonna work it out. We get there.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, and then let it simmer down a little bit, then I will make the dumplings. Where's the spoon?
Thanks, yeah. Kind of like, a little work over those.
I love how you come on. I love how you come on. Just vex out Kendall is not here. I don't know why I like Kendall. Why I like that gift?
What are you doing now?
I put in the last of the water and everything boiling up now. It's gonna take slow fire. Nothing big. You can't burn it.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh my God. And
yeah,
you is a special person. You know why?
Why's that?
God bless you, girl. Where to taste this?
Absolutely.
You're like a little honey bun.
Oh my God.
Taste it, Bailey.
I'm gonna do a sweep in a while tomorrow morning.
You're ready to drink that.
I know.
It ain't ready yet. I'm sorry. That's right.
Such a tease.
There's nothing wrong with a little tease.
It's true.
It's so good. It tastes good.
Where do they put the forks here?
They're in that big one on the left. On the left.
Crazy.
And then there's a drawer above. No, that's right. That's what's on.
I wash out everything I use something, I wash it. Is that the only thing I can keep back in
Have you seen the house on in the house? I'm like, can I get in touch with that recording studio? Let's see, what do we got here? Yeah, we're like, whoever this yeah. Do you think you could go home and make this? I feel bad too, like,
Baby, I'm cleaning off here now.
I could try.
That's crazy.
It's part of the job in the kitchen. You have to clean. The kitchen job is to clean. You have to clean one thing in our kitchen. You have to clean that up. If you don't clean, you come like you're not cooking. You're a little dirty boy. So I like to clean. I like to make sure. Yeah. These boys in the place not working, man. Hey, Steve, gotta get this place organized more, man. I'm telling you.
Every time I come into this.
Hey, Sam, you alright?
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna get some soup to drink just now. One more thing I have to do is the dumpling. And the dumpling, I have to take my time. The dumpling is the last process. But I have to wait till this thing starts to boil. Bad man, come on, watch it. The soup will be stagnant. Leila, come on, see this. The soup will be stagnant. When it starts to bubble, that's when I put in the dumpling.
After bubbling.
After bubbling, dumpling come in, you can see how nice this is.
After bubble.
It's so good, Leila. Leila, only up here not eat nothing, please. You have to eat. You have to eat food here. So what is the break time? How much minutes?
We should do the dumplings now.
Nah, can't do the dumplings in the pot.
You can't just let them sit.
Nah.
We can take a
It
break.
have to be. It have to be.
Break right now, do you?
Yeah, it have to be bubbling before the
Alex,
dumpling going.
Break time?
It's gonna take about 15 minutes for this to bubble.
Yeah. Take a break.
You want me to take it now?
Because it have to bubble.
It have to bubble.
You never put a dumpling when it's not bubbling.
Nah, you stick in the pot.
Yeah, okay. Let them know why. Let them know why. Bayley.
Bayley.
It's nothing earth-shattering.
He was an ordinary guy.
Morning, everyone.
Morning. Looking for an extraordinary love.
I'm Peter Love.
Rachel.
I brought this girl up to my place the other night.
It started with a kiss.
Really hot.
A very special kiss.
You wanted her very badly.
Yeah.
A kiss that could drive you mad.
I hate interrupted love affairs, don't you?
Yep.
It's affecting his work.
There you are. It's a horrible, horrible job. And you have to do it.
It's ruining his appetite.
My next appointment with you is Tuesday afternoon.
I'd like to make it sooner.
It's spoiling his sleep.
Sooner.
And don't think people haven't noticed.
Am I getting through to you? Over!
He is so eccentric.
My.
For Peter Lowe,
Oh, sooner.
that's just love
Love? Love.
in the big city.
Yeah! Don't laugh.
I'm a professional. I don't lie.
I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire!
Nicolas Cage,
The tortures of the damned!
Maria Conchita Alonso,
Shoot. Do it or I'll fire you. Do you understand? Not the floor, Alva.
and Jennifer Beals.
You are so pathetic.
Vampire's Kiss.
Got to cry blood. Got to cry blood. Cry blood. Cry blood. I got to cry blood for my people, yeah.
Sarah Roberts is in jeopardy.
Hey, lady, how about it?
Stay with her. Help her, for she has begun to feel the awful horror of the hunger. John Blaylock, the hunger has given him everlasting life. Until now, pray for him. Miriam Blaylock. She feeds 1 day in 7 on the unsuspecting, and soon she will turn into something that you will never be able to forget. No matter how hard and how long you try, fear her.
What have you done to me?
Forever and ever.
And life signs terminate right here.
What am I going to do?
The timeless beauty of Catherine Deneuve. The cruel elegance of David Bowie. The open sensuality of Susan Sarandon. Combined to create a modern classic of perverse fear. Haunting, mysterious, sensual, strange, perverse, riveting. the hunger.
East, west, north, and south.
Next one will be Hey baby, what's going on with you? Why you didn't call me this morning? What happened?
I don't want to deal with that, you know what I mean? I don't want to like take the train and then have to like check my lipstick again.
Because of the size of the pot. Because of the size of the pot. If it's a small pot, then you use less, you know?
It's just margarine?
No, it's good butter. Organic. Not just organic, it's natural butter without no animal product. So this is like a vegan stuff. Everybody can eat vegan. But vegan can't eat everybody's food. Not as yet, until technology advance. Alright, I'm gonna make the yeah, I'm gonna do this real fast too because this has to be blending with this.
Do you want help?
Help for what? You don't need help to make dumplings. Your hands have to be clean. You want to learn how to make dumplings?
Can you turn it down a little bit, Batman?
I want to learn.
Nah, don't turn it off. Turn it up some more, please. The music is like it go together with the love. They're not really loud, but don't take it off, please. Don't stop the music. I love music. It's the fruit I love.
So what kind of flour is that? Whole wheat and regular?
This is not just a regular flour. This is more.
What's the other one though that you said?
The one original is whole wheat, but this is like a high quality flour instead of the normal flour you buy by the pound. This is like salute, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get this together like this. Then I'm gonna put some in this stuff. Open this in up, please. Brown sugar. You have to use that.
Did you say?
Take the knife.
So you just add a little water?
Take the knife and just cut right here. Yeah, like that. Chew. My hands is here. That's perfect. Tie up the rest. Can I get a clean glass or a clean cup where I can show water?
Yeah. For water?
Yeah.
Steve, what kind of glass?
Yeah, right there, yep.
How much water do you need?
Yeah, get some water from the
natural how him get in here and stuff.
Ready?
Yeah, show the whole thing. And get some more. Just hold that one. Not hot water, cold water. This one is very hot. Make sure it's cold water. For the hot water is not that good to me.
This is the average USB like
Don't throw that now because I have enough here for now.
Okay.
This thing is like a strong something that can melt already. Blend it up.
So the only liquid that's in here is water, and none of the vegan butter goes in there.
No. Yeah, unless you're making a cake. If you're making a cake, you could put butter in here. But this is not a cake, this is dumplings, some tough motherfuckers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm gonna need it and then you're gonna help me roll it.
Yeah, okay.
I will teach you how to roll it. Open this, throw some in this summer, please. Thank you. All over. Oh, that's good for me. Like to bring with your hand that adjust to the flour. And the reason why you can't make this with no gloves is because it's flour. And if you have a glove, it wouldn't come out good. And you have to be so clean that because every flour come off here, you have to scrape it off here and then you have to get back again to knead it. So your hand has to be clean. That is one of the most important things. To really do this for a whole franchise of people like our government or country. Or certain people on the streets, that's really, really good. But so far, you see how it is. All the ingredients like extra scallion and all them things. Yeah. Blending with them. I'm gonna cook, oh my god, it's so awesome. Alright, I think we're gonna start now. You know why? Why? I wanna catch this pot. The pot is on a deadline. Alright. No, that's how it is. It's good. So what I'm gonna do is wash your hands and get your hands is washed already, right?
Yeah, I washed them.
Well, alright. No, don't wet it again. Your hands is perfect now. Right. Take your hands and do like this. Roll it first like this, but you have to take up some of this. Where's the flour? Show some more. You want to get adjusted, right? So right. Once you put that flour in your hands, you can do this. Do like this and then do this and just drop it in a design. Very hard, make sure I'm strong with it. Like that? Yes, and drop it in with the design. You see now, you see? As a design, baby.
Yeah. Exactly. Did you like get in the film?
That's my design.
It's nice, I like it. Once you put your hand on it strong, that's what you need. Open the pipe for me.
Is this about the right size?
Yeah. Just squeeze it very hard. Make sure and put your paws in it, right? And it's good to go. I just squeeze it, just put it in.
Alright, you can move that.
And you can't make it too big, otherwise you will only have dumplings and some 5 friends.
Is that right?
Yep. Flourish. And then how long after the dumplings go until the soup's ready?
About 10-15 minutes. You know how long again to wait. I'm just trying to make sure we do it right. So somebody raised the stove up on the left.
I can do that.
I said somebody that raised the stove when I left just and I didn't like it, that stove to raise because I set it on a time, but when I come back the stove was raised and it burned the stuff below a little bit. I know that is Steve.
I was wondering who we were going to blame.
Yeah, I couldn't blame him. He's the guy who raised that stove.
Because he's so tall.
No, he just have a way of checking on everything. Yeah, that's my boy. Hey, the dumplings are you like this kind of fashion dumpling?
Yeah, I love this.
When they cook it, you like it though.
It's fun. I never made a dumpling like this.
It's good for you to learn all this stuff, and
it is good for me to learn all this stuff.
I mean, there is good stuff to learn. The reason why I put flour is the flour to help your hands to control it because it will stick on your hand if you don't have flour, you know?
Yeah, of course.
And then
I love that we left all the stuff in there. It's really nice with the scallions and like little pieces of corn and stuff. It's cool.
Guys, good stuff for you to eat good.
Smart.
You come like a season your dumplings, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a seasoned dumpling. This dumpling are ginger. Oh my God, you're gonna go crazy. Kendall gonna go mad when she's eating this.
Absolutely.
She will say, oh my God, I miss it. I see someone, why this girl doesn't correspond with us? What's wrong? Why is she so busy?
She's very busy. She does correspond with me though.
I know.
I do hear from her.
And you see she call you back. She don't play with you, boy. You see, well, I got the call back and normally that girl ain't calling back nobody. I can't go
I don't know. Did you try to call her? I bet she would call you back.
I know that, but I never call her.
You should call her. Call all of us. You never call me either.
I never call nobody, but I ain't say I love you all. Everybody busy.
You should call me.
I will call you.
I'm around.
Hey,
we can make soup together.